I recently came back from vacation. One of my friends got married in Mexico,
Yeah.
and we in the Uber, and the Uber is saying you can pick whatever spot what you want on Spotify. I don't know what the follow button is in Spanish, but I knew where it was positioned. So I was going on the cat Spotify in Cabo, Mexico. So if you a couple of cats in the area, you know what I'm saying. If you get your random follow from Mexico, that was me in one Uber. Like I was like when I checked out, I was like yo nitrate I was like yeah. You got to promote. Got to
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So. Yeah.
I was gonna say one more thing. Yeah, we were doing stuff. You know, obviously me and Rone and Teige work on stuff. I'm working on new projects. I brought my man NuChoyce with us as well. He's working on some stuff. You know, he's been part of like, he's been like the static of the basement crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like kind of sitting in the
A lot of people don't get that reference either.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get that reference. No,
I get that reference.
No. Shorty wanna thug bottles in the club.
Come on now. Talk about that play.
He's been on his stuff. You know, he got a new single out called Just Hold On.
Yes,
So that's why I
yes.
brought him on board. So
Yeah. And we got that on deck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got
AJ do his research, man.
Look,
AJ be telling stuff about you. Be like, AJ is the hip hop jigsaw.
Absolutely.
He be coming up with stuff. He be coming up with your secrets. He be like, damn, I thought I buried that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I knew he was coming on the show, and I knew he had the new single out, so you know I had to make sure we had that loaded up, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I got to show love, you know. And y'all have y'all worked together a lot, you and y'all two on previous projects.
Yes. We're old friends. How did we meet? I just remember one time you were drunk at my college party. I had like at a graduation party, and you drank too much champagne and started hand dancing in the basement. that was a lot of fun. No, go ahead.
All the way up next to your cousin, right?
How do we meet, Choice? How do we meet?
Probably through Lauren. Probably
Lauren?
some way somehow.
My cousin Lauren. Yeah.
Okay.
Talking to Mike.
Yeah.
Talking to Mike.
Yeah, shout out to Lauren. You know, she doing her thing. Yeah, you know, I can't remember specifics though, but I know we've been riding, you know, since the love days, the dream. Y'all remember them joints?
Club Love.
Oh yeah.
Nah, Choice is like a family friend. He's like family. Like you actually are your professional. Well, I'll let you talk about it. You know, what do you want to talk about? I don't want to step on no toes.
Nah, you good. Basically,
agent.
I'm doing my thing. You know, I teach dance. I'm a choreographer, instructor, so we teach dance worldwide. You know, be here overseas. So I'm everywhere. So, but music has always been a passion. You know, these guys get me back in it. You know, they always want to hook or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do hooks for various artists, even under another alias, which I'm not going to tell because I want y'all to research that music because some of it was trash. But, just keeping it real. You know, just in terms of like just mixing.
It wasn't trash.
It wasn't terrible.
Like, I don't want that representation now.
Hashtag trash.
I'm keeping it real, dog. I'm keeping it real. Oh, I definitely grew though. You know, so we back
With
back
the
live.
bin, with the actual bin, with the trash bin emoji.
Yeah, but it's been a good process, and you know, these cats keep me wired. So
Yeah.
it's a good look.
Yeah. So talk about since we got the mic on, you talk about your new single, Just Hold On.
Oh man, just hold on. That was actually an accident.
Wow.
To be real, like, cause I'm the type that got like maybe like 100, 200 songs in the woods, just kind of, you know, they know. I saw stuff on, you know what I'm saying?
When you gonna drop that joint, you know, we're gonna talk about Les Cruz.
Oh, facts, yeah. For me, it's about like writing and doing things for other people, like sending out songs and trying to get placements and things of that nature. But Just Hold On was an accident. It was actually a challenge. This cat from Toronto, Cinco Sound, he made a beat, and I was like, dog, I write to this joint like in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And he was, he kind of laughed it off.
Yeah.
So, 2 or 3 days, I, just went in the crib, recorded, had the idea, and I wrote it. He was like, bro, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we wrote the song, and then, I felt it was like it had a bop to it. It was like a dance track.
Does,
so,
yeah.
it was purposely catered for people who dance.
Right.
Strictly. It's definitely pop lane. Made for that, and it's actually doing exactly what I thought it was going to do.
Yeah.
Like, so the people overseas, everywhere, they're eating it up. You get the analytics, so they rocking with it. DJs playing it, Cali, everywhere. So
yeah, it's a dope track, man.
Thank you,
track.
boss. Thank you.
I mean, it's a certain vibe with that. Like, I've noticed like a lot of different artists like kind of like getting to that vibe. Like, it's this cat out LA named, I don't know if you ever heard of him, Jeremy Jones. Like he has like a lot of stuff that like when I heard it, I was like, man, it's like right in that lane. Like a lot of people like riding, like I don't want to say riding the wave.
Sure,
That's a wave right
That's
there.
what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So
what's
like
up.
you hit something with that.
Thank
so
you, man.
hopefully it continues to, you know, get even hotter.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Thank
For sure. So, Teige.
What up?
So, you being a part of the fold as the DJ.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so how did that happen for y'all in terms of like, because picking a DJ is it's an art. You know, because it's like this is a lot of times people don't respect the DJ enough for being an instrument.
Oh my
Like,
God.
you are an instrument.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah, first and foremost, for those that don't know, I gotta put it out there. The backbone of hip hop is the DJ.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
Just to put it out there. But how I got started with Night Train, it was actually through family. His wife at the time, his girlfriend, just happened to be her sister's my wife.
Okay.
It's all fam.
It's all fam.
Yeah.
So
We like Wu-Tang Clan up in here.
so yeah, so yeah, she brings Night Train over, and we just clicked immediately. And you know, we both had this love for hip hop. We're just exchanging verses and stuff. And he also knew our DJ also. It was DJing at us at this open mic Wednesday Versus for a while. And so one day he had like this show at this spot like off U Street. I forget where. But his actual DJ like flaked out on him.
Ben 1301. I think it was Ben. No, it was like it was an old.
It was like an old joint.
Ben 1301. It was like someplace near on 9th Street.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was
So-
that was for Electric Hot Sauce.
Yeah, he hit me up like probably like either the day before or the day of his show. Like, yo, I'm like in need of a DJ. Are you doing anything? I'm like, no. I'm like, all right, let's go. All right, let's do it. It's like, yeah, just send me your joints, and yeah, I'll just run over it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's exactly what happened. Just we went in and rocked it, and then maybe like 2 days later on Facebook, he sends me an IM on Facebook like, hey, you want to be my DJ? I was like, cool. He was like, sweet. And that was that. That was it.
Yeah, because y'all definitely have like a synergy on stage, you know, and I know that takes a lot of, you know, practice and a lot of just vibing together. But like when you do have that natural vibe with somebody, it makes the whole process a lot easier. And I mean, like I said, being to the one show that I've been of y'all, like I can definitely see why you are the DJ.
And people be sleeping on Teige, man, because he's a dope MC as well.
Man.
He is a dope MC.
I believe.
Like,
I believe.
like just he's one of those guys like we talk about it like he should be like a professor of hip hop because he'll dig into crates, like he'll be kind of chill and kind of in the back, and like we went to go see Pharoah Monch together at the Kennedy Center, and I had some clips of it online. And it's like a whole different monster. Because there were cats that were coming up on stage with Pharaoh, and he was like, you don't know about so-and-so? Like, I read this cat's book, and I'm like, yo. I thought my hip-hop, man, my stuff is surface level. Like he going into crates. The only other person I've seen to go into crates like that is like DJ RBI.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Shout out to RBI.
Big up RBI.
Yes, indeed. But I mean, it's good to have people like that with you because it's the whole iron sharpens iron.
Exactly.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? And I'm sure there's like certain things that you know about that. Well, y'all are pretty much like brothers, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure it's still stuff that y'all might just share in common and like everybody shares with the group, and it just makes the collective even stronger. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you definitely need that. Definitely.
Oh yeah, we keep each other on our toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Train be going at it so hard sometimes we making Teige and Shorts uncomfortable.
But it's family, you know.
Like, they about to punch each other. Like,
I have to break this up.
No, we're not breaking the band up. No. But it's definitely like I keep saying we the Wu-Tang Clan, but we're not the Wu-Tang Clan. But in the sense that it was something that Jizza was talking about. I never knew what the name of Liquid Swords came from, and it was really because their tongues are like swords, and the back and forth and fighting. And I really like the competitive aspect of hip hop because I can't. If I come up with a verse, Rone gonna come up with a verse, and then I'm be like, man, my verse is whack. Like I miss that. Like some people are kind of on this. Yeah, we all need to just let each other. No, man, I want to be everybody. Not because I think I can, but because I know it's going to elevate myself and it's going to be better for the audience.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So every time I come out with something, I'm like, yo, and that goes for music, that goes for R&B as well. That goes for like DJing. I'm always pushing these cats because if I don't push them, I don't push myself. It's like, yo, come out to this joint, do this, do that there. Yo, no lie, I be talking to Teige, be like, yo, your mixes are dope. Where my next mix at? Where the mix at? I'm looking for the mix. Yeah, the backbone. I'm calling you out on the radio. I'm putting you on blast right now, bro. Where the next mix at?
See, and I appreciate that. That's
ain't
what
no
I
Netflix
need.
and chill.
Them joints be fire when you put them joints out too.
Yeah, man. Iron sharpens iron.
That's right.
So I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, look, somebody gotta have a Christmas spirit. You know what I'm saying? And also tie Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
I got my ticket. I'll be watching that Thursday night.
Yes.
Word.
I don't want to watch it the night it comes out, but nerds be ruining stuff.
Oh man.
On the internet.
Yes.
It's like, which I talk a lot about on my podcast, Trolling for Friends.
Yes,
you know?
yes. Please plug Trolling for Friends. In fact, since you mentioned.
So we take the online rage offline. So actually, the guy I work with, Al Prophet, he is the manager of Ethan Spalding from Trap Rock.
Oh, he's the manager.
That's how we met. And he is a Renaissance man. The guy was grew up in Queens. He's former Navy. He's like got his hands on a lot of things. He's like Jamaican, like in terms of his work ethic. Like he can't be working and working. Like every time he got like 12 jobs. Like literally we had to we're taking a break for the holiday, and while we're taking a holiday break, he's not taking a break. He's actually like using his car like for like, what is it, like UPS or something like that to deliver last minute packages. So I'm like, he the Black Santa Claus. He's just passing.
He's building a house right now too.
He's building a house. He's doing all sorts of stuff. And he's a former Black Panther Cub. Not former Black Panther.
He is
Black
a Black
Panther Cub.
Okay.
He's a Black Panther Cub. And so we bounce off ideas, and sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree. It makes for good radio, I guess. You know, we got our wives on there sometimes. My wife produces everyone.
Shout out to Bree.
Yeah, Bree is amazing and super talented, and just like he just came up to me with this idea of like, why don't we do a podcast? And I was like, I got too much stuff on my plate. Can't be doing that. But he come up with the ideas, and then I put the visuals together, and it's bananas. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's a great podcast. And what's funny is that when y'all were here the last time, I was saying, like, I don't know if I said it to you or if I just said it in my own brain. I was like, Trey need to be on like radio or something. Like really both of y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like y'all need something together too down the line. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's
we might be working on a Grace 2.0.
Hey, I'm here for it. I am here for it because Grace 1.0 was great. That's great.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about 2020 in a second. But
Yes. I mean, let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? So
put no brakes on.
Right. Let's go.
Smash the gas.
So let me start off by saying that, yo, if you are planning your, I tell this to everybody out in the world, if it's today and you haven't started your plan for next year, then it's too late.
Yep, absolutely.
I did my Christmas shopping before Thanksgiving. I was prepared because I know every year you say the same thing. It's like, new me. It's
right.
This resolution, bro. Go to the gym now, man. Like,
Right.
So I've been hitting up. I've been trying to just in my air quotes spare time. I'm trying to send messages out, get things set up, think about locations where we want to perform, think about projects that we want to do, concepts that we want to do early, so that we can just hit the ground running. So don't be surprised if suddenly a week or two into we already are planning the next several events, because people reach up to us all the time. I think they reach out to NuChoyce. It was like Rock and Roll was like, yo, can we do an R&B joint? I was like, yeah, like we trying to hit New York, Richmond. Shout out to DuPont Brass, because I'm gonna be working DuPont Brass. If y'all listening, I'm gonna tag you on it later.
That's how you do it.
I'm still trying to get that Richmond joint, so get ready.
That's how
so
you do it.
trying to do what we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely in the mix. We got a lot of projects going on.
Like what?
Well, well,
Cinch your ass.
well, gee,
I love when Rone does
yeah.
that.
we have been playing around with the idea of doing a Grays 2.0. Definitely, taking a couple of things, remixing, working with some new artists under the Grays kind of feel. We've got, I know NuChoyce is going to be dropping some new music. I know that Rone is concepting with another producer currently on, I think you must speak on that, on another project. Yeah, the question mark.
Oh yeah.
Question mark embargo.
Yeah, me and Edward As Is.
'Cause y'all came out with a project this year.
Yeah. So we're about to launch a project, question mark embargo project. So we're kind of getting the beats together and kind of getting the concepts down, but we're going to be hitting people over the head with that.
Yeah.
In 2020. I'm also doing some things with ADST. Shout out to Dre.
Yeah, shout
It was
out.
supposed to be top secret, but I just said it.
He involved in everything. That ain't no secret.
Yeah.
So I got some things coming with Dre in 2020. 2020 is gonna be nice. Like I said, Grays 2.0. We're still kicking that around, trying to figure out exactly how we want to approach that. But there'll be something from Rone Train in 2020. I'm excited about it. I'm not as excited as I am about what Night Train's got coming
Yes.
in 2020.
Oh, thank you. Lovely segue. Lovely segue. We
Great segue.
smacked it right back. Smack it right back.
Out of you.
Yeah. Originally,
Here we go.
my last project was supposed to come out this fall, and I pushed it back because I was like, it's not ready yet. Not that I'm not done, but that I want to make sure that I maximize the promotion tools that I have at hand. We are independent artists, and this stuff does take time.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on a music video for Cosmic Cruise right now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I gotta shoot you a picture of it. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. I met a great videographer, and we bounced off ideas. It's going to be like intergalactic green screen outer space type stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's something different. You know.
Yeah.
And then I got we're working on a couple of new. I'm trying to get the rollout for it right now. So I said, wait, I'm not gonna wait till the holidays. I'm gonna push it back a little bit because there's no rush.
Yeah.
I'll let Cosmic Cruise do its thing. Shout out to anybody listening because if you want to nominate Cosmic Cruise for the Whammies, I mean, I'm just saying it's a hot song.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah, I gotta shoot my shot.
It's a hot song. It's a hot song.
Yeah. So but it's an album I got out called The Nightlife.
Yes.
That I'm working on, that I finished with ADST with a couple of tracks by Artemis.
Yeah.
That's my next project. That's done. I'm already thinking about the next joint on top of that. I actually am working on a Transformer themed EP called Cyber Bounce. Well, the first single was Cyber Bounce. I put that out for TFCon. That was a lot of fun, and that's also with Edward As Is.
That's also with Edward As Is.
Yeah, he has a very alternative, unique sound to it. So
experimental hip hop.
We got to do that. I actually reached out to. Funny thing is, I was doing making playlists and stuff like that, and I found another guy up, I think in Toronto or New York or somewhere in between, because he travels between these places, called a Word Burglar. This white cat named Word Burglar. He has a whole Transformer theme. Word Burglar. He does You gotta check that joint out. I'll send out a link to that later. But yeah, I put it on my playlists and stuff like that for Cyber Bounce. But yeah, there will definitely be a Transformers theme thing coming out. I just got my best friend a beat machine. And he was like, "You trying to tell me something?" I was like, "Yeah."
He did the beat for Catalog.
Catalog, yeah, he did the beat for Catalog, which actually Nonchalant likes a lot. Wink, wink. And so he was like, "You trying to tell me something?" I was like, "Yeah, make Daddy a hit." I put y'all to work. I bought my wife a camera last year. Now she working with Trolling for Friends, doing the video work for that. Do you see something
Yes,
here?
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I gift you with things that's gonna benefit me. I'm like Fred Flintstone. You know when Fred Flintstone be giving his wife a bowling ball? You know what I'm saying? Make Daddy a hit. So yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's real though.
That is real.
Yes.
That is real.
Hey,
Yeah.
I might need her to take that, cut that myself. Need that.
Yeah.
Work the wing. Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Here's his camera. Here you go.
Yeah.
Take his camera. Yeah, it's a camera. Here. Take it.
Yeah. By the way, you can use my password
Right.
for Premiere Pro. Do a little edit. You know, I got a couple samples for you. You know, I want you to try out stuff
Absolutely.
like that. It worked because a week later, my cousin, my man Hurt, he's in Portland right now. I think he's coming back to DMV at some point. But my man Hurt was like, "Hey, so name the top 3 producers that you like right now in the game." So it's already working. I got them breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's what's going on in 2020 as of now, and I'm sure there's more things. Like
Yeah.
I'm big on vision boards.
Yeah.
And planning out what you want to do, whether it be leisurely or it be professionally. So it's like, all right, I've done this. How do I win this? How do I get more people? More. Everything's about more exposure.
Right.
It's like, especially when it comes to artists in the DMV, we have the talent.
Yeah.
I feel like we have more talent than a lot of cities in the United States of America. Period. Fight me. #fight me. But it's like, but a
Take
lot,
that.
Yeah,
Take that.
It's like I went to see Priest and Nomads. I went to his
Album
listening
party.
his
Absolutely.
album release, his listening party at Wicked Bloom, and I was just like overwhelmed by all of the talent in the area. Some of the greats, some up and comers, and it was just a reminder that, man, we are dangerous. And so I think the big thing is to make sure to get out of our DMV bubble and to really, and I think some guys are doing that. Like Internet James is going out of the country and doing stuff, and you know, Cecily is a back and forth between here and New York, and Alison Blanc is doing show after show after show, and it's just so much talent, and so it's like, yeah, it's all going to explode at some point, and people are going to really, I think the biggest, not to ramble too much, but I think the biggest issue that the DMV has is not the DMV itself, but the overpowering feeling of the U.S. government. So when people come from out of from here, they think, man. Like literally, I'm in Mexico and I tell people I'm from the D.C. area, and they go, "Oh, so how do you feel about Trump?" Like, let's not talk about Trump. I gotta tell you, I gotta talk to them about the culture part. You know, we still Chocolate City. We got a Vanilla Center, but we still Chocolate City. So literally, guys from Colorado are sitting on the beach going, "Chocolate City." That don't sound like that, but in my mind, gee golly, and I'm like, yo.
That's how people be sounding in my head
All the time.
All the time.
Golly willikers. But yeah, you know, it's Chocolate City is, you know, I'm not talking about what's on the hill. I'm talking about what's on U Street.
Right.
You know, we talking about
Southeast.
Southeast, exactly.
Southeast.
Right. South.
Right.
Southeast.
Exactly. So yeah, it's a good feeling to it is my mission to spread that message outside of the DMV.
Absolutely.
As much as possible. It is my responsibility as an artist.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do as much as I can, as long as it doesn't dig into my pockets.
Much respect.
Too much, right?
Right.
Start sending stuff with Choice over to Paris and stuff when you go over there.
Yo, yeah. Choice be all over the place, man. I'd be like, how you get them hits in France? Oh, that's right, you were in France. Because all the teaching, and then you like, let me play this song real quick. That's the thing too. I think the hardest part as artists is we gotta get out of our own heads and just play the stuff. Like I was on a boat cruise on Land's End in Cabo, Mexico, playing Cosmic Cruise, and letting everybody hear that, and that was a beautiful feeling.
I know that had.
That was having people groove with the sunset, listening, you're packing up for another trip, and my friends are sicing it, and it's a very, very good feeling.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And that's definitely a song with like those kind of vibes too. Even though it's like intergalactic, you know what I'm saying? It's still like sunsetting in a real nice setting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just cruising out.
You can be intergalactic on Tatooine with two suns.
Oh yeah.
Two suns, like. Yeah.
Oh man. Speaking of Cosmic Cruise, my man Calvin Williams, Lush Rise Radio, got to shout him out. Team Bars, top fan right there.
Man, I loved his. He made a comment about that on Instagram.
Yeah,
but I had to screen capture it.
Yeah, he's been playing it on his show.
That boy, that cat is. I like him.
Yeah. He said, trust, if I'll be there if y'all hit New York, saying that if y'all come to the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, bet. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
There it is.
Like.
We're on the way.
There it is.
Definitely.
We're on the way.
I'm gonna tag Beer
on
Wax
the
on
way.
this because Beer Wax did that joint with Jay Cyanide and Kev Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went up to Beer Wax and was like, hey, you You think you can hook a brother up? I was in Brooklyn. Yeah, spread love is the Brooklyn way, right?
That's right.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna do a couple things. Yeah.
Yeah. So big things in the mix.
Yes, sir.
NuChoyce, you got so you have the single.
Got a single.
Are you working on a project?
Absolutely. 2020, we're looking at March.
Okay.
EP. You know, not trying to hit people upside the head with a full album because you know the name is definitely new.
Right.
You know, just as
it's
in
choice.
the name. Yeah, just as in the name. Exactly. It's a
I was
new
wondering
choice.
what was coming.
Exactly. It's definitely a new choice. So
Yeah.
like, so you know, ease things in. But even February, I know he's been screaming at me to get that Let's Cruise out.
Oh my God.
I got like 5 different variations, mixed several different times. It just, I don't know. I'm just real picky about it.
Catch
You
him
know,
on his
so
SoundCloud. He's got a lot of stuff he's not putting out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, catch him on his SoundCloud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Definitely February. I may release that. Let's Cruise as a
About
single.
time.
Yeah, as a single.
This is the inside thing. You don't know
y'all,
what
y'all
Let's
got me
Cruise
psyched for
is.
this show. I'm like,
You don't
what you
understand.
coming out with?
And you got to catch his live show.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Holy
see,
shit.
I
His
wanted to
live
come to the
show.
last one
Yes.
because you had one of the last shows. right?
His
Yeah,
live
yeah.
show is insane.
I can only imagine if you a dancer and you a singer too.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
man, they
Yeah,
broke
I
out
know
like a flash mob in the audience.
Yeah,
and-
it was a hand dancing, swing dancing flash mob.
Yeah.
Wow.
right,
That's a lot.
and then he's got
But I'm visualizing it.
As soon as you say it, I just said pop.
Like 70 something people in the room just like started like
it was dope.
Bust out.
It was dope.
Dosey
It was
dope.
dope. But then he had
Wow.
the saxophone player
Oh wow. Shout
with
out to Sean.
with the
Shout
with
out to
the
my
with
boy
the
Sean.
background singers and the drummer and the bassist and the keyboardist and all kinds of things going
Real
on.
music, man.
Real music.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was so dope. It was so dope.
Wow.
Yeah. Like in that moment, and like we've done a lot of work together. A lot of work together across different projects, our projects, his projects, and I was seeing him for the first time
Yeah.
up there on stage, and just it was dope.
born again new choice.
Oh man. Remind me.
Yeah.
Off air.
Yeah.
I got something to mention to you
Alright,
about
gotcha.
that because
Okay.
I'm all about linking people together. If I know people, you know what I'm saying, who can get you even more exposure,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's like, look, put them on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You a rare breed, man. You a rare breed.
The plug.
look,
This guy, yeah. That's a rare breed. You know?
it's taking time. I'll be honest. It's taking time to build, and I'm still building.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My network. But it's like I believe in supporting people. Like if I know somebody that can put you on, or for whatever, it's like, look, let's work together. It's like you said, like it's too much talent, and beyond the actual artist talent,
Yeah.
there's too much talent.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Here in the DMV
Yes,
for us not
absolutely.
to be working together.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of us do, but it's like I'm about building that network even bigger.
Yeah, there's an overlap, especially. I'm glad you mentioned that
Yeah.
beyond just performance artists. There's a lot of visual artists.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
There's a lot of people who do
Underrated.
underrated,
Underrated.
underrated. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, overshadowed by what, not you know who, you know what.
Right. He's a what?
Yeah, and but even in the Obama years, it was like that. It was.
That's a whole other conversation.
Oh,
Because I was saying the same thing.
really?
Hey, people are mad because their president is black.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We need y'all. Oh, by the way, we need y'all on Trolling for Friends.
Oh, hey, whatever.
That's a podcast. You can get a little grimy on that joint.
Hey,
Yeah.
set it up. I'm waiting.
Okay.
Exposure. I will expose. Can't do it here. Cannot do it here.
I mean, you can.
No.
You just
No, this is not political. This is not political.
This is a show about everything. We don't just do music.
No,
We
no,
do
but
everything.
I'm
Yeah.
Look.
I don't share the views of.
But that's a good thing. That's a good
Balance.
thing.
It's about
It's
balance.
about balance.
Yes.
The
Yes.
funny thing is, and I say, let me plug the podcast again. The funny thing about the podcast is it came to light because everyone's constantly having conversations on social media, and it's imploded. I think
Absolutely.
it's
Absolutely.
imploded. It's imploded to the point where we are trying to out-troll each other.
Absolutely.
And we're not actually having dialogue. And so the whole point of Trolling for Friends was to have those kind of conversation that you would usually be sitting on your toilet thumb thugging about.
Right.
In reality, you
Hashtag that you have to.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah.
Internet gangsters.
That's hilarious.
Hashtag thumb.
thumb thugging.
Thugging.
That's a ludicrous
Thugging.
line. He said that on something. He
Okay,
said thumb thugging.
oh, you got you. Hey,
And it's like it's just you so gangster on it. I know cats in real life. I ain't gonna name no names, but I know cats in real life. That thumb game be hard. You see him in person, they don't even. Yeah, yeah. God, yeah, get on my
Sin.
And I'm like, yo. You be quick to pull out your research and call me a fool, and it's like, bro, it's not about that. It's like, yo, I don't want to give you my address, but that's sometimes how it
no,
feels.
listen, I gave my address one time.
Oh, for real?
Absolutely, I was upset. I was like, "Oh, what?" They talk slick. I be like, "Oh, don't get it." I say, "Slim, here's my address.
Yeah.
This my phone number. If you really bought that talk, come see me.
Thumb thugs.
Hey,
Right.
if you bought that life, come
Thumb
see me."
thugs.
I was playing what's that? Call of Duty.
Oh my God, I don't play
Oh,
first.
shout out to the Two Nice crew. shout out to the Two Nice crew. That's my COD clan. Get at me, Big Rone 07 if you want this smoke. All right, go ahead.
You know where that's going.
Go ahead. You struck a nerve.
Yeah, but I got real internet thugs. It was like, yeah, oh, for real. That's where I live.
Oh my God.
Bring the smoke here. Oh,
God.
I went in straight like that. I had no cuck up.
I ain't played no first person player since like GoldenEye, man.
I've
For
been-
that exact reason. For that exact reason. I'm not talking about the remake. I'm talking about the original
one, the
62. I still got that.
You took it back.
I miss those days when it was us in the split screen.
Yes.
And you could talk all the trash
We're
that
sitting
you wanted
next-
to,
because you
sitting
sitting
right there.
next to- right.
I don't want to talk to some guy in Alabama who lives in his mom's basement, who has way too much time on their hand, who probably is using racial slurs that he shouldn't be using.
Right.
I don't want to get into that.
Now, see, we be in a private party. So it's just me and the Two Nice crew. We be in a.
You on that Fortnite too, though.
We be in a not since the new Call of Duty came out.
Oh, okay,
I be
okay.
in the basement hard.
The man cave.
Oh, man. So T,
Yeah.
can we? I mean, they've been singing your praises beyond just skills on the ones and twos.
Okay.
Can we expect something?
I do have more mixes over the horizon. I will maybe do may hear another verse on the Grace 2.0.
Okay. All right.
You know,
all
so
right.
yeah, you'll hear more.
Okay. You're gonna sprinkle it on.
Yeah,
mine.
yeah, just
Look
that's
at
the
me.
thing.
E40.
And that's
I love that track, man. That's the
Yeah.
perfect. When you just be like this.
Because MCing will always be my foundation.
Yeah.
Because that's how I got started as an MC. But I've been more focused on DJing. But yeah, tongue's still sharp.
Okay.
So you'll hear more.
All right. So I guess that's the formal part out the way.
Was that formal?
What?
Formal.
Okay.
With very harsh bunny ears.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So look, I'm trying to play one of these songs, that you sent me. I'm trying to.
Oh.
I don't know if you want to unleash it.
What did you send them?
I sent him the whole joint.
You sent them the whole project?
Wait.
Okay. So I'm not gonna. So I planned 3 singles.
You got.
Just let me finish.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
That's why I don't tell
I
you.
have an
everything.
opinion.
What's your
I
opinion?
always have an
No,
opinion.
what's your opinion?
Well, one, how many songs are you gonna get to play off this project today?
I don't
One,
know.
2. Almost a 3-hour show,
Well, if there's 3.
If there's 2 songs, I have 2 choices.
I have 2 choices.
I have 2 choices.
He's a new choice.
Right.
Hashtag NuChoyce.
So-
What are your choices? So I know. What are your choices?
So Cosmic Cruise.
No, I don't think Cosmic. Everyone's heard Cosmic.
Yeah.
Well, but
we're gonna put a pin in that.
Okay,
because
okay.
Because remember, we still have. I don't know if y'all came in when I said this, but we have a countdown, a year-end countdown, with the top 10 song of bars for the year.
Yeah.
That we're gonna be playing throughout the show.
Okay.
oh, and something's on there.
Yes.
Okay, so
Actually, 2.
So then let me pull that back because that's not really what I want to say. I was trying to read your mind and that didn't work. What I really wanted to say was, man, make the money
I was gonna do that.
because That's a segue to our show on Saturday.
Yes, yes.
And I got the hottest verse on that joint.
I believe half of what you said.
My son actually loves Ethan's verse better
Your
than
son
mine.
has better taste. Shout out to Eli.
Shout out to Ethan and the Honey Buns. But so Man Make the Money.
Okay.
I really like that. And then what's the other joint I'm on? Bars Forever.
No, we're not.
Because
It's bars. We're on bars.
I love Bars Forever.
We are on bars.
Because
that's my favorite song on there.
because Rone's on it.
Hey, I roll with that.
So I had a couple.
He was mad because I
contributions,
gave him the second. I was like, I gotta be last, bro. We old school scenario rules. Last gotta. It's my album.
No, I feel you. I'm
When you
last
come
on.
out
I'm
with your
last.
record,
I'm
I'll
last
be
on
second.
Man Make the Money. I'm last on Man Make the Money.
Yeah,
we
that's-
put the verses in order of how hot they were.
No, that's a lie.
That's not a lie.
No, we didn't.
Call Ron Vento
No.
at Night Sky Studio and ask him how we lined that song
We
up.
put them in order of who showed up and had their verse ready.
That's a lie.
So
Because y'all, I'm always early.
no.
Dissenting views.
All bars.
Rap beef on bars.
In-house rap beef.
Well, then I was going to say Rise Up because we were going to release it as a single, but I do agree with Rone. I think that, sadly, I agree with Rone. I think Man Make the Money is great because it's him, me, and Ethan. We performed that once before. ADST did an amazing job with that, and also Bars Forever, which is actually another. The first verse on that features a cousin of mine, Joe Young the Giant,
Okay.
and he came out of retirement.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah, to bless me on that, and then because I got Rone on there,
Yeah.
you know, he there,
Yeah.
and then me.
More reliable.
Yeah, bars. and it's a continuing. You know how Redman did the Superman Lover thing? I'm gonna try to continue this thing for all my projects, where the first one I did was Bars for Days. This is Bars Forever, and then I'm gonna keep going. Bars Eternal, Bars Infinite, Bars.
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 You see what I did right there?
Hey, so as soon as I saw the title, I was like, shows with that.
Buddy.
Yeah. Oh my God, and that sample, like, I don't know if Dre's still listening, but I love what he did with that sample because I don't know who's Joe Budden fans at this table, but
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Secrets, Mood Music 3,
Yep.
one of my favorite Joe Budden songs.
Yep.
Like, Dre just totally took that sample and made it something brand new, all together new. My goodness, obliterated that sample. I don't even want to hear anybody ever sample that song ever again after Dre sampled. It's like, you're not gonna do it right. It's not gonna happen.
Like Dre is a great producer and a great spirit. He did something that a lot of other guys don't do, which is sometimes as an MC, you get the beat, you think it's hot, you might put your tweaks in, you might drop a bass line out to emphasize something when you're in the studio, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But this guy was like, "Yo, I think I can do. I heard your verse again. I think I got to do something else for this joint." And that happened a couple
he
of
did
times.
something a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, and that was something I was blessed because it's like we don't usually and nothing there's been other artists and other producers I worked out and they give me the beat and they allow me to flip it, but for him to just say I made something brand new for you after I heard this joint, I was like,
Yeah, that's dope.
thank you. Right, absolutely. You really listened. I was like, yeah. The one last plug to the Nightlife. It's a personal album. It won't be coming out for a while, but it's very personal. I tried to talk about internal things that were for me, that were. So the last project, Grays, was about getting older, bringing the band back. This is about my life, the night train, what it's like to be me living as a PG County boy, then going to Mo County and being part of the DMV.
Yeah.
How that impacts me personally, which is in certain cases very different from a lot of African Americans in this community and also outside of this community. We are predominantly black community when it comes to Prince George's County, one of the most successful counties in the country. And what I did learn through my personal experience, and I mentioned this a little bit on Trolling for Friends, is being black in this area is different from being black, like my wife's situation in Richmond, where she was, with the white schools and stuff like that. You have a different kind of, in search for your identity as a youth, you are surrounded by people who don't look like you, and so you want to be involved in that community, and you enjoy the melanin in your skin. In a place like Prince George's County, sometimes your feelings are a little bit different, because if everybody looks like you, there's kind of this unofficial, like, reversal. There's this mentality where it's like, well, everybody's different, but we still need to find ways to separate each other, and you do it as young men. And so, you know, it was like, why are you light skinned? Why do you sound white? Which I still don't understand what that means.
Me neither.
Why do you, you know, and this is things that I heard, I didn't hear in other hip hop albums that they weren't talking about, and I went, how do I differentiate myself in my experiences? And I hope that it resonates with somebody, you know, because I was a nerdy art kid.
Yeah,
you were made fun of being for being a nerdy
Absolutely.
art kid. This is before there was Marvel Endgame and people were wearing Star Wars shirts. You different. That's different. But you know, there's a lot of jerks out there, and so it was like, you know, I kind of wanted to show my side of it. And then I got, like I said, there's a couple of personal stories that I put in the project, and we'll talk about it in the future. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to make, and Dre and Artemis did amazing jobs, and I can't wait to work with them more.
Yeah.
Shout out to Grace 2.0. Can we talk to Dre about that too? All right.
I just want to know who did the beat to Victim of the Human Condition? Who did that?
That was also Dre.
That was Dre.
That was ADST. What he did is he came to me and he wanted to be the primary producer. Because was going to be EP, and he just kept giving me stuff, and I was like, we're making an album. And he said to me, and again, God, we're talking about Victim of the Human Condition. I guess I need to release it briefly for a second so people can understand this in relationship to what we're talking about. But he gave me this track. It just kind of made me think about the social media conversations that we're having, and thus I created Victim of the Human Condition. I reached out to a great violinist named Perry. She plays at Cloak and Dagger all the time, and I asked her to, play a little something on top of it, add a little extra thing, extra ambiance to the track. And God,
that was a dope session.
That was a really dope
I
session.
can only imagine.
Yeah, it was like, can you go in and do this? She did like 2 takes, like nonstop, just like, and just take out what you don't need. And I was like, I want to keep everything. I was like, yeah, but yeah, Victim of the Human Condition is definitely Dre wanted to, for this project, is the cat's out the bag. But for this project, he came to me and he said, I want to make sure to be as different with my production as possible, because it's me. This is all him, and so it's how my interpretation of his music and how we can, create something incredible for it. So it was like, that's why I reached out to the violinists, and I reached out to other people to add things to it, and the excitement to our producer to hear this type of music was stunning. It was like everybody was involved.
Yeah.
And it felt, the energy shows.
Yeah.
I hope it does.
Yeah.
I hope people like it. And I yelled at Priest and No Man. Shout out to Priest and No Man, because he had a quick Q&A at his joint. His joint is fire.
Yes, it is.
And the first thing came out of my mouth
Absolutely.
after he done it, I yelled out. I said, "So why you come out with your album before my album come out? So how am I supposed to have the best album in the DMV when your joint just came out? So now I got to push my joint back."
Right.
Head Rock came to me later and was like, "No, it's not like that." I was like, "No, you don't understand. Iron sharpens iron. When I hear that, I should listen to your record and go, man, I'm going to redo my whole joint."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way.
No,
just,
right.
yeah,
No.
like, man, like, that's so good.
You have to step up your game.
Step up your
You got to
game.
bring your best work.
Yeah.
Frankly, that's how I felt after listening to his album. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I got a little bit more work.
I
to do.
like to think, right? It was so good. I was like, after I heard, I'm sure after Rone heard my joints, he was like, I got to step up my game, because he was kind of, he's kind of lackluster. And so he was like, I got to come correct on Train's album.
Well, when you asked me, when he reached out, he sent me a letter, it was really heartfelt too, just asking me to be a part of his project. And
a letter. It was a 4-page letter. 4-page letter.
And I was like, man. So I had to think about it, for a few days. He kept texting me. And so I said, if I'm going to get on this project, though, like, I'm trying to get him on his own tracks.
Right.
And I know he's coming to correct. He wouldn't ask me, not knowing the mentality I was going to have.
Yeah, not even close.
So you know, and he rewrote one of his verses
Yeah.
that I'm on, a song that I'm on, for the record. Yes.
Total lie.
That is
No.
not. That's the only thing I said truthful so far. But yeah,
Nah,
nah,
you see none of what you
right.
nah, but it was cool. You know,
Fake news.
just pushing each other, and you know, a lot of times, because a lot of the stuff I'm not on, but I would be in the sessions, just sitting there, listen, just to throw my ideas out there
Yeah.
during the mix or stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, that I was hearing. And just watching him work and seeing where he was taking the project, and I was like, man, this is going to be so dope. So I'm actually glad that I got to be a part of the project, you know, because it's definitely dope.
It's strategic too, because my cousin and Rone train ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So I was like, what are the dopest tracks I got in this joint?
Mm-hmm.
All right, when I go up on stage, it's gonna be Rone there.
Mm-hmm.
We did a joint, one of the joints with Ethan, and everybody lost it, and they never heard it before.
Yeah.
And that's how you know you got something special.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So yeah. Yeah, go ahead, play.
Which one y'all want to do? Making money or Boss Fest?
Because
Which
you
one
want to introduce. That's
Yeah.
why he's one of them.
Well, yeah, I want to introduce. Let's do "Man Make the Money" first. Set up with a song. The track is it's produced by ADST. It's literally about making, like, what decisions do you make when you finally get a little money in your pocket. That's kind of where we go with it. So it's like, yo, you made. Okay, I have two choices. I can either blow it all or I can save it, or I can go half and half. And so in my verse, I kind of say, which am I going to do? Am I going to waste it at the club, or am I going to actually try to put it away? And then, Ethan was like,
Ethan
man,
has a lot of phone fizz.
he had a lot of fun, but he was like, I'm going to waste it at the club. He was like, you know what? Yeah, she a 10. And then Varsity Blues. And
I'm
then
kind of in the middle.
and Rone was in the money. Rone got his whole... Yeah, Rome got his whole family working for that brand in his joint. So yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah. So okay.
All right. And then right after that, NuChoyce. I want you to introduce let people know your song,
Absolutely.
your latest single,
Absolutely.
hot single.
Just hold on.
All right. So we're gonna play both of those in a row right here on the official Hump Day Motivation for the DMV and beyond. And because we got the homies on here, we definitely gotta give it this treatment right here.
If somebody tell you he hot, man, everybody hot now, Slim. He fish free.
That's how we feel about this track right here. This is the Fish Grease Pick of the Week, only on Bars, on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Now I could make it rain the way she took a thing. I could balance my savings and put like half away. 401k, transfer to the IRA. Or I could waste it at the club every other day. Pay some bills, save the rest, let it sit with interest. Think about it, reassess, stop bonds and reinvest. Raise a bottle to the sky as if I am not impressed. I just had a double date, so I guess she's worth a second guess. Is she looking fine? Feeling kind of blessed. Working day and night, so I can pay the check. I'm hoping all the stress will lead to success. Motivating millions like I'm Gary Vaynerchuk. When I make that money, I'm the man. I like to get my deposit in advance. I have the bread saved up for the fam. Looking for money or buy some land. Man, make the money. Money don't make the man. Woman make the money. Money gon' make them dance. If you're making money, raise up your hands like this, like that, like this, like that. Man, make the money. Money don't make the man. Woman make the money. Money gon' make them dance. If you're making money, raise up your hands like this, like that, like this, like that.
Hey, ain't nobody moving unless that money move. Yeah, super ideas in my man, I know what your honey do. Yeah, hey, she gon' make some money too. I'm telling you, some revenue. Yeah, her and her friend are better than any of you. Ooh, yeah, she just like to do it. Yeah, she too and regroup. Yeah, then back to the money to recoup. Yeah, recoup. Yeah, baseline steady, kick it with a boot. Yeah, and that ass to make you call off all the troops like what you fighting for. I don't know, but it had me dance on it like Michael. Moonwalking Billie Jean, that summer dress is killing me. Ooh, she got attitude. Boo boo, I ain't mad at you. Shake it, yeah, you juicy like some passion fruit. Ooh, I'm about to drink you with my absolute curve in the back. Blue appeal, super fat. It's a deal, she looking back now. Got a stack now. It's a rap now, no backing down now. A cash cow. Hey, man, make the money. Money don't make a man. Woman make the money. Money show up with the cash, then you know we straight kirkin'. Wrong, just stick to the plan. I'm walking in the bank like, put the money in the bag. The teller screaming, what? Put the money in the bag. Like I got a ski mask and I got a gun in hand. But I don't, I just hustle when I flow. Like it's Memphis 94, man. And I need some money like I'm Chuck Brown, honey run Joe. And you do this for the grand, man, I did it for the dough. Bought a castle on the hill, now I'm saving for the mo. And a boat, saw Billy by the go. Got the kids so inspired that I'm trying to do the most. Man, make the money, money don't make the man. Woman make the money, money gon' make them dance. If you making money, raise up your hands like this, like that, like this, like that. Man, make the money, money don't make the man. Woman make the money, money gon' make them dance. If you making money, raise up your hands like this, like that, like this, like that.
Looking for the most balanced review of your forthcoming or current album or mixtape? Then email a formal inquiry along with your cover art, headshot, bio, and either links to your music or the project files to balancingactradioshow@gmail.com. That's balancingactradioshow@gmail.com.
Just hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Just hold on. Got my eyes open. I don't wanna miss all of this action you got showing. Put this in motion. I'm planning on diving deep. I'll get lost in your ocean. I'm trying to get lost. Your ocean. Let me take control, baby. I'm a pro. Let me ease your mind tonight. And we can take it slow, baby. Let me know when you put your hand in mine. And girl, you got that glow, so we really know when you put your lips on my baby. Oh, girl, you're driving me crazy. Just hold on to me tonight. Just hold on to me tonight. Just hold on. Don't you know I'll change your life? Yeah. Just hold on to me. Hold on. Just hold on to me. Hold on. Just hold on to me. Hold on. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on, baby. Just hold on to me. Hey. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on, baby. Girl, I'm so focused. I'm gonna give you everything that you've been hoping. Yeah, this is the moment. Girl, I'm hypnotized. You got that magic potion. That potion. Like open. Let me take control, baby. I'm a pro. Let me ease your mind tonight. And we can take it slow, baby. Let me know when you put your hand in mine. And girl, you got that glow, so we really know when you put your lips on my baby. Oh, girl, you're driving me crazy. Just hold on to me tonight. Just hold on to me tonight. Just hold on. Don't you know I'll change your life? Yeah. Just hold on to me. Just hold on. Just hold on to me. Hold on. Just hold on to me. Hold on. Hold on to me. Just hold on. Just hold on to me. Hey. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Just hold on.
Welcome back to the Balancing Act Radio Show, hosted by AJ Throwback and Ramsey Brown. Only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
Welcome back. Once again, that was NuChoyce. Just hold on. And before that, Night Train, Rone, Ethan Spalding. Man, make the money. Produced by none other than
ADST.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, I'm ready to talk about top 10 of the year.
Oh man,
We're gonna start off with the year.
I'm ready.
We're gonna start off with 2019.
That was rough.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that one was a little hard for me, but
Yeah. We gonna go around the table. We gonna start with Teige.
All right. All right.
and just he's gonna go through his whole list. Or
Yeah,
just
I'm going
10?
through I got my 10. All right, so my top 10 albums for 2019. I'm gonna start at number 10. Number 10, for me, it was Dusty by Homeboy Sandman. That cat, he's always been a favorite of mine. He just brings like such a different type of lyricism to the table. I love it.
Yeah.
It's just so dope. And yeah, so that's my number 10. Number 9, some cats might be mad at this, but number 9 is May the Lord Watch by Little Brother.
Okay.
The reason why I have it so low is because the production was just, it was underwhelming.
They got better. You feel like they had better stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, man, I wish Ninth they would have just settled their differences with Ninth and just made the actual Little Brother album. But but I still like the joints that Knots did, the joints that Crisis did. Those still a dope, still a solid album. That's why it's in my top 10.
Yeah.
But I wish the production was a little tighter.
When you have the minstrel shows, and,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's kind of hard.
Exactly. That's the,
Yeah.
see that, but yeah, you already.
Yeah.
Number 8, Crit is here. Big Crit.
Okay.
Now, another instant favorite. Soon as I heard this cat years ago, like soon as you hear the first joint on the album, it's just so dope.
Yeah.
It just hits the ground running. So that's my number 8. Number 7, one of the best yet, Gangstar.
Yeah, that was an incredible album.
Such an incredible album. The fact that I think what really got me was they brought, not only was it just a dope posthumous album that that you hear gurus just still spitting over, but he brought back cats from Gangstar Foundation. So
Right,
Group Home is on there.
Yeah.
J-Ru is on there. I really wish they'd have added Bahama D on that.
Yeah,
They had
that'd take
that
it
would have
over
been
the
a
top.
complete Gangstar reunion, but but yeah, that's my number 7. Number 6, Plugs I Met, Benny the Butcher.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
wee!
Yes.
I'm so
Great
feeling
album
these
right
Griselda
there.
cats,
Yes. Great album right there.
yo. And speaking of which, I love the Griselda album, but it's not on my top 10 because it was such a late entry. These are usually when I do a top 10, it's usually as late as any album that came out in November, maybe October, and then I cut it off from there.
Okay.
But yeah, that Griselda, man, these cats is just ridiculous. So that's my number 6. Number 5 though, also within that same circle, if you will, there's this cat in that general area out of I think Rochester or Buffalo, go by the name of 38 Special.
Oh yeah, I heard the 38 special.
This dude is no joke. This dude is a problem.
Yeah.
He's also in that, also within that level. And he came out with an album called A Bullet for Every Heathen.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
I didn't even get to that, man.
Yeah, and
you teaching me some things.
yeah, and that's the thing. He's got a camp. I think the name of their camp is called Trust. And man, they're as tight as Griselda's, but as far as I'm concerned, 38 Special got better bars. Out of the Griselda crew, I said it. Yes, I said it. I said it. Out of the Griselda crew, Benny the Butcher is the dopest out of the three.
He is.
But 38 Special, I think he'll take him. He's got bars. Please check that album out. A Bullet for Every Heathen. That's my number 5.
ASAP.
Number 4, this album really impressed me big time. The Lost Boy by YB and Corday.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I couldn't stop listening to that album as soon as I heard it.
Great album right there.
Very, very dope album. And isn't he from this area?
Yep.
Yeah, he's from PG.
Yep, he's from PG.
See, just what Train was talking about, like these, cats is finally, doing it, from out from out DMV. So yeah, big up to YBN Corday. That was a dope album. That's my number 4. Number 3, Retropolitan, Skyzoo and Pete Rock.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Man, I love that. I don't know what he did to bring Pete Rock out with those tracks. Man, oh man, but that was man, just an amazing East Coast, vibe, for that album that I've been yearning for a minute. So that's my number 3.
Yeah.
Number 2, Eve, Rhapsody. That's my number 2. That's my number 2.
Okay.
So yeah, and the thing is, and once again, Cat's gonna fight me for this. When I first heard Rhapsody back in like 2010, 2011, I'm just like, okay, y'all excited over this? She's average to me. I'm being honest. As far as I was concerned, nobody was touching Jean Grey.
Yeah.
But as the years
Old
progressed,
school Jean Grey, because if you heard her new stuff on Bandcamp,
not yet. I've
Okay,
heard.
then-
No, the last joint I heard was the joint with him and Quelly, with her and Quelly.
okay.
And I like that album.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, like,
You know
Of
how I
course
feel-
you don't.
You know how I feel about
You're about weird
music.
rap.
He'll like
You don't like weird rap.
He don't like weird rap.
You don't like
I got
quote
a couple
unquote
I got a
weird
couple
rap.
weirdos on my list, but yeah.
But at any rate, as the years progressed, Rhapsody's been getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and even her last album, Layla's Wisdom, love that album.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, and so for her to come out with Eve as quick as she did, I thought, I was thinking Layla's Wisdom was still, I guess, producing a buzz, but then once Eve dropped, oh my lord. So yeah, definitely my number 2. But my number 1, this album, I have not stopped playing since it was released in the summer.
June.
Still in June.
Yeah.
In June. Still rocking it to this
I already
day.
know what you want to say, and we did not discuss it.
Yep. Bandana.
Yes. Bandana.
Freddie Gibbs and Madlib.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Madlib has
indeed.
always been one of my favorite producers anyway. But and they just got like this. Him and Freddie just have like this ill chemistry.
They really do.
like
Yeah,
just
The
like
Pinata joint.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
with the Pinata joint. And that was my album of the year when that dropped.
Yeah.
That's on my.
But yeah, but that chemistry, I love that. Like just like with him and Doom, when they did Mad Villainy together. But yeah. Oh my goodness. The chemistry is dope. And for the fact that I don't know, I'm just hearing rumors that there's a sequel to Bandana. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, that's my top 10.
All right.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
You set the tone.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a nice
Well,
Yeah.
mic drop.
Yeah.
Where's no? Okay. All right.
All right.
Rone.
Yeah, nothing was good. I was all trash. I was like, yo, 96 forever. All garbage.
I'm gonna go through my 10, but I'll just only elaborate on the ones that weren't on
Okay.
Teige's list. So
Okay.
at 10, I got Critters Here.
Okay.
At 9, I got Born to Rap by The Game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really
I
like
didn't
that.
really listen to that.
Okay.
one.
I really like that
It's a good
project.
album.
It's solid.
It's a
It's
good
long.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I was waiting for like at some point it was gonna lose me, but it kept me the whole time.
Yeah.
So is it so did it keep you like engaged, kind of like in the vein of documentary or
It's not a
Doctor's Advocate?
documentary. But did you ever hear 1992?
Okay. Yeah.
It's solid like that. I thought that was another solid project too.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my number 9.
Okay.
At number 8, I got Funhouse Mirror by Marlon Craft. A lot of people probably haven't checked that out, but it's another solid project.
Okay.
You don't have to skip any tracks. You know.
Marlon Craft.
Yeah. At number 7, I got Black Beans by Choosy and Exile. Now it's not an album, it's like an EP.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's super
Yeah.
short, but it's super dope.
Yeah. I got a bunch of EPs on my
And I listened to it over and over and over, so I had to put it on my list. I love Exile. And when he makes
Yes,
those- yeah.
Exile is just an ill producer.
Yeah. So at number 6, I got Retropolitan.
Yeah, okay.
Dope project. At number 5, I got The Lost Boy.
Mm-hmm.
At number 4, I got The Plugs I Met.
Mhm.
The Bushes. So we got a lot of.
Yeah.
At number
okay.
3, though, I did put it in the Griselda project, WWCD.
Okay.
Because even though I haven't got to sit with it long enough, it just gave me this feeling. And I was talking to my man's before we got on air about it. Like gave me this nostalgic feeling.
Yeah.
Like it took me back and put me in 95, 96.
See, that's what Retropolitan did with me.
And
But
like
yeah.
I was like, I have to, get it on my list.
Mhm.
And man, them boys are cold.
Yeah, for real,
Them boys are
for
cold.
real.
Yeah, y'all teaching me some things. I gotta do something. I don't like my list no more. I don't like my list.
And then you right where I am.
Yeah,
And then,
I'm taking notes, bro.
I'm taking
I don't
notes.
even want to be involved in this conversation.
and then the cap off my list, it is the same way yours did. And number 2 is Eve by Rhapsody.
Okay.
And number 1 is Bandana.
Yo,
So
It's
Wow.
special. It's just a special album.
Yeah, it really is.
Ridiculous.
It really is. Yeah.
I just put my laptop down. I was like, yeah, I don't want to pass. wait, no, hold up. Yeah, my list is not in order because I don't know. It was hard to put it in terms of. I just paid attention to a lot of things this year that were very just resonated with me, and there's some things that now I'm listening to it. I'm like, I gotta listen to that again. So, but this is not in any particular order.
Okay.
All right.
I will start off by saying that there are a lot of D&Bers because I listen to a lot of D&B music this year on my list. Shout out to Cat's Eye to the Cosmos. That's music to marvel to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I'm on one track, but yeah, you
honorable mention.
forgot you got your own record.
I'm on like 3 of them
You got
tracks.
your own.
It's not fair.
Also, the Captain's March is actually the intro to Trolling for Friends, which Rone is on.
I'm on that joint too.
Yeah. I actually enjoyed, of course, Rhapsody, Eve. Big fan of that. Czar meets Ghostface, or Czarface.
Yes.
Yes.
That was a good album. That's a really good
They are
album.
cranking. They cranked out 3 albums this year.
Yep.
The only reason I didn't put all 3 of them on there is I had to pick the top out of the 3. Like they are dropping it like crazy. I will say The Awakening by Cecily, even though it was an EP, that resonates with me a lot. That clumsy joint is.
Yeah.
I just was turned on to this a few days ago, and I don't know how I missed it, but Raphael Sadiq dropped Jimmy Lee.
Yes. Yes. So you pieced it.
Unbelievable. I
Yo,
was like,
you
already
gotta
like,
peep it. You gotta peep it.
Okay.
Another local
You gotta
artist
peep
that
it.
I was very pleasantly surprised and became kind of a lot of stuff would work out. You guys are familiar with Tracy Lee. He came out unexpected this year. There are a lot of jewels on that album. If you haven't heard it, definitely check it out. I really like Benny the Butcher. That new joint, the Plugs. This is where I differentiate from Rone because I actually did like Eagle, Tyler's creator. And I think the only reason I like it is some weird stuff. It's some weird stuff. But let me explain though. I think part of the reason I enjoyed that, I gave it like 3 spins. I was like, the reason I enjoyed that album was it was the alternative. There was this big controversy when it came out where it was DJ Khaled, we the best. He's screaming we the best on all his joints, and he's getting mad because that's taking his shine because he's not the #1 spot. And I'm like, first of all, it doesn't matter if you're the #1 spot. Music is music and it's good. And I think part of that is one of those things when I went in listening to it, I was listening to it with that pre-notion that I was like, this made #1, and so I just kept going. Okay, this made #1. This made #1. Eventually, I got used to it. I did enjoy it, and it's a less in terms of Tyler the Creator. It was one of his less weird projects because Wolfgang and them, or the Odd Future, they done some stuff. I'm just like,
that's saying a lot.
Like saying a lot. I really did like Ethan Spaulding's Gucci Cobain. It was a short project, but yeah, that was an amazing project. I'm waiting for the second one to come out, which I didn't cover for. Anderson .Paak Ventura.
Yeah.
I did like that
Yeah.
a lot.
Dang, I like
The other,
skip over that.
see, that's the reason why I say we toast that.
Look, I ain't told him a list.
Yeah. When
There's a lot of ones I ain't hear, but I ain't
they
told
were
him a list.
like in terms of 2019. It's not my favorite Anderson .Paak album, but
Right,
it was
right,
definitely,
2019,
but definitely it was a great album.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed listening to he did a song with Brandy that I really liked.
The joint with Andre 3000.
Andre 3000 was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I really liked that. It was very touching, the song he did with
Smokey Robinson.
not Smokey, Nate Dogg.
Oh yeah,
The Nate Dogg joint. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, you do.
And I think I did my 10, but just an honorable mention. This deserves some spins. And again, it does not fit with usually my usual bar thing or whatever. You know, like I really like a lot of lyrics, and you're gonna hear that when you hear my decade like mentions. But I really did really enjoy Rap or Go to the League
That was good.
by 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
He drops it with Marsha Ambrosia.
Fun list.
It's a fun one. There's a whole like end of a song where he breaks down taxes, and I was like,
yeah.
Two
I think that's like
Chainz
my
is a
favorite
bad
song on the
dude.
album.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
like, whoa.
That is a good project.
It was a really fun project. So that's my top 10 and plus an honorable mention.
Cool. So let me preface this by saying, first of all, I'm not deeply involved in hip hop like
It's
these
all
It's not.
good.
It's music. It's music.
Hey, I listen to
It's
everything.
music.
So
I
I'm coming
specifically
from.
put it out there, any genre.
It's
Like,
music.
cause mine got like R&B, hip hop.
Because I was gonna put Pink on my list, but she come up with better stuff. So.
And also, mine is not really necessarily in any order.
It's all
you know what
good.
I'm saying?
It's all
But
good.
I definitely do got Anderson .Paak on that list, and it's because of those features. The Smokey Robinson, the Brandy, the Later Hathaways, because I'm already feeling them. And I like what he does. Of course, I felt that he had better projects in the past, but like those features kind of made it for me. I also got Patronata. I don't know if y'all know him, but he's a producer.
Yes.
So I'm kind of,
Yes.
I think a little differently.
Yeah,
like, but just
Yeah.
the whole production on that, it's called Bubba. It just gets you like this. Every track got you like this.
Right.
I saw something for that, and I hadn't listened to
That
it.
joint is me. Definitely
Okay.
check that one out.
Okay.
PJ Morton dropped something called Paul.
Ooh.
PJ
Okay.
Morton,
Yeah, I
if
need to
anybody
peep
know
that.
him,
I
he,
gotta
yeah,
peep
yeah.
he
that.
writes with
Yes.
Adam
Yeah.
Levine
Oh, yep,
and
yep,
all
yep,
of them
yep.
cats.
Yes.
Let's see. Who else? Oh yeah. Oh, he even got Rhapsody on that one.
Okay.
He got
Okay.
Toby and Dingway. Is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Wigway.
Yeah, Toby's on
Yeah,
that
yeah,
joint.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
You
dude was
rap,
a
that's your boy,
problem.
man. You rap with him a couple times,
Toby,
right?
Toby is.
Cause we did that challenge a couple years.
Yeah,
back.
Toby's nice.
Yeah.
Um,
You meet some interesting MCs.
Shea Butter Baby. Ari Lennox. Am I
Oh,
saying
yes.
Ari
that?
Lennox, yeah, Ari
Yes.
Lennox.
First of all, I just like women in my ears. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Pause.
well,
Yeah,
that's a
Paul's
woman. So
woman.
I don't know where he at with his.
I don't want no one. I don't like
Hey,
being touched.
it's 2019.
I don't like being touched. I don't.
You do what you do, Trey.
I had to ride with her.
Shut up. Shut your face.
Yeah, she killing it, and she know she's DMV as
She's
well.
DMV, she's Virginia. She's on J. Cole's Playboy. I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I was at this party, and they was playing like Jamaican, Caribbean. This is cat called Burna Boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Burna Boy,
Yes.
yeah.
Angry. That joint is me.
Okay,
Definitely check
okay.
that out. He's on the list.
Okay.
Also Khalid. He got an album called Free Spirit.
Yeah.
He just got a lot of hits. Like when I travel overseas and stuff, that's like all they play. And I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, this is the type of stuff I'm going to be writing about because I want to be in a room with like a Khalid and be able to get that writing credit with people like him. So definitely got him on the list. Chris Brown, Indigo, like he got like 32 tracks on that joint.
Yeah, that's right.
He got
a lot of
long.
songs
It's
on
long,
it.
but he got something for everybody on there. So
Huh.
I think, yeah, he definitely in there. YB and Corday, he's on my list. I think he did a great job at bridging the gap because he's a young kid,
Yeah.
but he's able to catch like old heads with like some of the production on
Yeah.
there.
Some of the
Some
lines
stuff-
in that joint.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I was impressed.
A lot of conviction in that joint.
Rhapsody is definitely on my list. I think she's just she's spitting on that joint. Like,
Yeah.
she kind of
for sure.
putting dudes to shame, just straight off of it.
Yeah.
And then Tory Lanez, that Chicks Tape 5.
Yeah, I heard.
Just
I heard
the
that was good.
features,
I heard that was
features,
good.
and the way they flipping the
The
samples.
old songs and
Yeah,
samples
it's like-
and stuff. Yeah, I listened
Yeah.
to that. I actually listened to that last night. I got problems with that joint.
Of course, because you holding on to the originals.
I'm not holding on to the originals. It was just kind of like, no, I like the originals. I like what he flipped it. I
Yeah.
like that he flipped it. But it was like some of the other stuff, it was something about his tones
Sure.
that just kind of was really
Yeah, it's
mono
kinda-
to me.
yeah.
That's just my personal
Nah,
preference.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like,
The
yeah.
auto-tune.
Right,
the
right,
high-pitched
right,
auto-tune.
right. Like by track 10, and he was auto-tune. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
take the auto-tune
yeah.
down a little bit. Right. You could be on it, but that's me personally. But yeah.
Yeah, but nah, that's my list. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Oh, honorable mention. I'm not mad at that 2 Chainz joint. 2 Chainz
Yeah,
came with
yeah,
him.
yeah,
I'm not mad
yeah.
at it at all. Like I listened to it and I was like, wow.
Lord forgive him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I guess it's
Yeah,
on me
yeah,
now.
yeah,
All right,
okay.
all right.
What you got?
Grand
the
Poobah
moment,
himself.
the moment of truth.
The
You know.
moment of truth.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna name a couple honorable mentions. Actually, I'm gonna name 5.
All right.
See,
Alright,
that's
I'm
not
gonna
even
run
10
through.
lists. That's what I'm
His
saying.
top 15.
Exactly. It's
Top 15.
not a top 10 no more. It's a,
Hey, but I had to mention these because I really enjoyed the albums, but they didn't. It just
Just
They
missed.
just-
They just
yeah,
missed it,
yeah.
right.
You see top 10?
You know.
Let's not go into our top 10 wackest.
I'll pull that list back out.
Actually, I'm gonna just name 2 of my honorable mentions. We
No,
kinda
do
run-
four.
No, do your
I'm
5.
gonna-
Do
Well,
your
no,
5.
the only reason I'm saying that because we run a little low on time.
Oh, yeah,
so
okay.
I want to make sure we get the whole countdown, then come back to our decades one. So,
Okay.
all right, so I'm gonna kind of run through these. So, 2 honorable mentions, and both of them kind of homie picks, and I have no shame in saying this. My man Path P, Revolution and Legacy, Volume 2, The Legacy, dope album, took it up a notch. Once again, you know what I'm saying? Every album, like, he just takes it up and up and up. You know, and like he got more personal on this album, so that means a lot to me. People do personal albums. Another honorable mention, my fresh tribe brother, Brian Lucas, Trophy Room.
Holy smokes. Yes.
Yeah. Dope,
Yes.
dope album right there. Like if you need motivation to like whatever,
Yeah.
that put that album on right there.
Yep.
Put that album on right there. So I'm gonna just leave it at them 2 honorable mentions right there. So my 10, and it's funny, Teige, you said what you said about like late entries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I album could literally come the day before, but if the joint is fire, the joint is fire.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Understand.
so there's a couple of these joints that's kind of late entries. So
Okay.
number 10, Protestant Testament, Scott God.
Yes.
Aaron Parent.
Yes.
Dope, the production on that album, dope. How Prowess talks about sexuality and puts it over a boom bap archetype.
Yeah.
It's like
It was unapologetic.
Yeah, it really was. It really
unapologetic.
was.
And I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed to hear that. You know,
Exactly.
get that seriousness from a woman's perspective. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 9, Rob Bread album.
Rob Red album.
Yes, Rob Bread. Brad Newman. That whole crew.
No,
You know what
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
Rob Bread.
see.
You got-
I'm here to learn.
See,
Yeah,
no,
yeah. Everybody.
That's why I
everybody-
said we throw that to the side.
We got
I'm a
swap
student
lists.
now.
We got yeah, I'm a student.
I'm a student
I'm
now.
gonna shut up right
Yeah.
now.
Shout out Theory. Theory laid so many of them beats on that album. So many dope tracks. I mean, Grease is on the album. Dimes is on the album.
Right.
Tim is on the album.
Right.
Wes Felton's on the album. Who else is on? Prowess is on the album.
Okay.
So many people. Asheru's on the album. So many dope people from right here in the DMV. DP's on the album. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, like it's so many people that's on that album. It's just a great project. Number 8, Jay the Lioness, Evolved, out of Baltimore.
Okay.
Man, let me tell you, she is one of the dopest doing it out here. Like lyricism, bars, like her flow is just like rapid fire, like at you. You know what I'm saying? Just a great album right there. Number 7, YBN Corday, The Lost Boy. Great album. I mean, everybody,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
so many people haven't put that on their list, so I don't need to go into that. Number 6, and y'all might find it surprising that I have it as low as I do. Freddie Gibbs, Mad Lib, Bandana.
Okay.
Dope. I mean, it was higher at the beginning of the year.
Right.
It was a lot higher. It was actually like number 2 at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
You know, so around the time it came out, but like so many albums have come out since then that they just resonated with me just a little bit more. But that's like probably my favorite Freddie Gibbs.
But that's
project.
a testament to the fact that the music that you want to listen to is still a lot of guys with a little gray in their beards go, hey, don't make it like that. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
It's more than you can imagine.
Yeah.
It's you ain't never just give it up, bro. You ain't gonna get another Foodies album.
Right.
Like just ain't 1998 no more, man.
Right, exactly.
Pick up your microphone.
Oh man, number 5, independent artist out of Jersey who we actually showcased on our YouTube page. If you don't follow us on YouTube, Bouncing Act Radio Show did a review of his album, Mouth, for motivational use only.
Yes. I followed him. I started following him on Instagram. He's
Dope project right there. I mean, I think it's only like 7 songs, but like them 7 songs, like it lives up to the name of the project.
That's
like,
what I said. As long as it's quality, not quantity.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No,
Exactly.
not quantity.
Exactly.
If you said you said what you need to say in 7 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's
and he said it. He said it. Yeah, great
Birds
project
dropped
right
plenty
there.
of CDs with 8, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And they're good.
And they're good. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna give you that.
One of the best albums of all time was, in my, it's a fact, is Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Right.
That's some people's EPs these days. Like,
right.
Like
Exactly.
9, it was like 9 tracks or something like that.
And that's how a lot of those albums were back in the day. They'd only be like 6, 7, 8
You only fit so much on the 8 track. You only fit so much on the
Right.
record.
Exactly. Number 4, and this is shout out to ADST, because he sent a message. He was like, y'all need to have Bullets in the Manhood Project on y'all list. That's why I told him wait for it. Number 4, Priest of No Man, the Manhood Project.
That was on.
Yes.
Yep, that was.
I was highly anticipating that project, and when I finally heard it, it lived up to my expectations. It actually exceeded my expectations.
He said it took him 5 years to
I
get
believe
that together, and it shows.
Yes.
Like it shows the refinement in the music is absolutely like the 2 singles don't do it justice. It's unbelievable.
Right,
I really enjoyed it.
right. And the 2 singles are fire.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about it. 2 singles are fire. Number 3, Sky Zoo, Pete Rock, Retropolitan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Dope.
Wow.
I mean, man, the production on that album,
Yes.
it just, Sky Zoo just fit right into it.
Put it in the pocket. He had it
Fit
in the
right,
pocket.
yeah,
He had it in the
exactly.
pocket.
It's like those beats were made for him
Exactly.
that entire time, and it was just
Exactly.
waiting for that time for Sky Zoo to do his thing, and man, he delivered. He delivered.
Definitely.
Yes. Number 2, Dirty Church, Bullets.
Woo!
Let me tell you, another album when like I was highly anticipating that album.
I need your list.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to
I
the
was
podcast
stumped
again.
for a minute. I was stumped
Yeah,
when I was looking
I'm
at my
gonna
joint.
have to listen to the show
I was
again.
on Spotify working hard. I'm gonna listen. If we're going, I need a recording of this so I can.
Yeah, I gotta listen.
I'm
to it.
redoing
Oh
some
my
things
God.
over
here.
That album
Yeah, it
was
is.
amazing. Somebody put up a post like, what's your favorite hip hop album? Like right now, it's like Bullets. Like I didn't even have to think about it. Bullets. Like that album,
Wow.
the production on the album, him doing what Tim does, per the usual. It's just a well put together project. Well put together. But my number 1.
Oh,
My
drum
number
roll.
1. You got shunned, or you didn't get the love you deserved from the Soul Train Awards, but you're gonna get the love here. Ari Lennox, Shea Butter Baby.
All right.
My favorite
All right.
album of 2019. I'm trying to tell you, that album was a vibe. That was a
really
vibe.
good.
Like and some people might be like, dang, he had an R&B album over hip hop. I'm like, look,
Music is music.
music is music. At the end of the day.
Urban music.
Right. That album, I mean, like when I front to back, like that's the album I could run back. Like that, the replay value on that project. I mean, really, of all the projects that I listed, but the replay value of that project, man, she did that. She like totally exceeded my expectations of what I was gonna hear from that album. And that song, if y'all haven't heard that song, New Apartment.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Man, that's like one of the realest songs I've ever heard a woman like put out. Like, I mean, and there've been so many real songs, but like it speaks to a different demographic of women that don't get spoken to in music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's my list. That's my list.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So
Listen to him ride home.
Yeah. The hardest part about these lists is I had to think about what I gravitated towards. Some of the things. This is the reason you have these conversations, because there's some you're gonna miss some stuff.
yeah.
And I think that's I can, that is another one of the, as an artist and an independent artist, that is one of the like things we've got to do a lot more of.
Yeah.
Is communicate with each other, because there's a lot of things that get slipped under the cracks, and just like this joint is fire. why is no one listening to this?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very surprised nobody put Kanye's newest album on their top 10 list. That's a joke. I didn't.
Yeah,
that was a joke. I know. You started to really think about it. I heard you inhale.
But what's funny about you saying that? That's probably my favorite Kanye project since My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yes. My beautiful dark print. What? I heard him.
I don't have a representation of Kanye on my decade list.
I do too.
Yeah.
You say you can't get with this. I don't blame you. And see, the thing is, I say that, but I'm still not in love with the album. I'm still not in love with it. So, because we've been rolling, but we got music still to play. We got a top 10 to actually do. I don't know, cause it's like I feel like I should just read the top 10 versus play the top 10.
Wow.
Well, how much time?
Maybe play the top 3.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Give them that shine. But
Yeah. Or we play the top 5. How about that?
Top 5.
We play the top 5.
Right. Yeah.
But what I will do, we'll read the top 5. I mean the bottom 5. Read those. Play the top 5. So at number 10, we had Ryan Lucas, Miss Moore, Artemis, Real, Boat Party, whoop, whoop, from A Tribe Called Fresh. If you haven't heard that, check it out. At number 9, A-Law with Unconditional Love. At number 8, we had Tragic featuring Jay Bomber, LB Smooth with Be Your King. Shout out to Tragic. Tragic's like one of our biggest supporters. And A-Law. A-Law been supporting the show real heavy. At number 7, I might be mad that I didn't play this.
Okay.
But don't worry, because y'all represented in the top 5. Rone Train, Turn It Up.
Okay.
Number 7.
Wait. I like to thank God. I wasn't expecting that. I'm humble.
Oh yeah. And at number 6, we have the NuChoyce with Shake It. So that's our. I hate to say bottom 5, but you know that's 10
that's the
6,
first
10%.
of our top 10.
Yes, that's the first of
The
the
first
top
set of our top 10.
Yes, yes.
And it'll bottom nothing.
Right, there you
Yeah,
say it
it
again.
is.
The
That's
glass
right.
is always
That's right.
half full.
Oh, better. I don't do participation trophy.
That
was 6 from 10.
You see this? Yo, turn it up with whack.
Hey, it was 7, right? It was 7.
That's a lucky number, bro.
It'll be 6 by the time I get home.
All right.
You know, my wife asked me, we got number 5.
Oh man! So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play one song, and I meant to put this on the list. He's been blowing up the Facebook Live. I told him I was gonna play the song, so I'm definitely gonna make sure I play his song today before we get into the top 5. And then once we come back from the top 5, we're gonna give our decades list and then wrap up. All right. Yeah. Cool. So this is out of South Africa. Dispatch with You Gone on the official Hump Day Motivation for the DMV and beyond. This is Bars.
Decades.
You know that I needed you. I'm a side girl. I used to tell you every day, but now that you gone, be down and play around the circles, you gone now. But I know we wanna be happy together. Where is love and need you? When I need you, where are you? 'Cause you're not around. Yeah. Girl, I know I don't see you. Girl, you know I don't call you. Every day, girl, I know. Yet I did it wrong, no. Tired of playing the games. Tired of playing, I know. What you mean? What do you mean when you say you are leaving away from me? Don't run around, girl, no. Don't run away from me. Hold me down, we go. You never regret it. Oh, no. You know, I keep it all low. Keep it so low. Keep it all low, give it all you got it. Show me all I want, yeah. This beat almost done, nah. I'm on low, you know, don't go away. Hold my hand, right now, let me hold you tight. Let me hold you tight. Be down and play around in circles. It's gone now. But I know we wanna be happy together. Where is love and need? When I need you, where are you? 'Cause you're not around. Yeah.
They made dope music, rallied their biggest fans, spread the word, and now to the victors go the spoils. Closing out the year with 10 of the ultimate bangs. It's the Bars Top 10 for the win, year-end countdown. Only on WinDCRadio.com, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media. Number 5.
I do it for the have-nots. I speak for them. Yeah. Too many dreams, not enough time to sleep. Yeah. Follow me. Yeah. New York City, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days. Chilling out macking, did a little rapping, but I always had goals that I would try and put to action. And when it comes to goals, you gotta plan them well, cause if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So with my goals, I had to plot them out, then I had to jot them down. Plus I'm getting dollars, well, yeah, I think I got it now. And I was always told to go for it, cause if I don't, I ain't gonna have nothing to show for it. I can't just hope for it, I'd rather hit the road for it. And if it ain't in sight, I use the telescope for it. I was told that there'd be bumps in the road, but still, this is the path that I chose. I will not quit, I will not fold, and I will not stop until I reach my goals. Life is a movie, pick your own role. Climb your own ladder or you dig your own hole. I would not quit, I would not fold, and I would not stop until I reach my goal. Life is a movie, pick your own role. Climb your own ladder or you dig your own hole. I would not quit, I would not fold, and I would not stop until I reach my goal. You win or lose, the choice is yours. You get in my way, you gon' get destroyed for sure. I put in work, trust me, I'm employed for sure. It's time to get the money up and avoid the poor. Or just become a statistic. Time's hard on the boulevard, I think I might go ballistic. I'm just trying to live it up and do a B.I.G. And I ain't gonna stop till I D.I.E. See, but why die when you can fly? It's so easy to quit, nobody wants to try. But I'd rather fly, some birds ain't ready. About to make the fam proud like my first name Penny. I remember when they said I was a bum and I wouldn't be nothing cause where I came from. You said I'd be dead by the age of 21. Well, eat your heart out, look what I become. Life is a movie, pick your own role. Climb your own ladder or you dig your own hole. I would not quit, I would not fold, and I would not stop until I reach my goal. Life is a movie, pick your own role. Climb your own ladder or you dig your own hole. I would not quit, I would not fold, and I would not stop until I reach my goal. Now you can follow my lead if you shoot for the stars, and it isn't for the green, nice shoes or the cars. Now I see the whole transition, cause I'm a smart black man with a lot of ambition. Dream big, live large. I'm just trying to do it big like the eye on Pixar. I didn't know that it'd be this hard, but why quit now? I made it this far. What I lack is skill, I'm making for the will. And I wanna achieve just like the air I breathe. Yeah, work harder, work smarter. Put your mind to it and grind through it. You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run. Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Everybody takes a loss. It is how you come back that makes you a boss. Life is a movie, pick your own role. Climb your own ladder or you dig your own hole. I would not quit, I would not fold, and I would not stop until I reach my goal. Life is a movie, pick your own role. Climb your own ladder or you dig your own hole. I would not quit, I would not fold, and I would not stop until I reach my goal.
Number 4.
What y'all gonna do? We'll cruise up among the stars. No matter what you do, I'll get you back up off the wall. Yes, sir. Yo, life is full of options. Switching all the time, but the quickest way from A to B is still a straight line. I ain't lying, that is science. I'm trying to explain, cause if you apply determination, you can do anything. You can put your mind to. Give me the audio chord so I can find something to ride to. We're about to fly to another planet. Is magical warps real like it's intergalactic. The way you make me feel, let's dip, cause we can fly in my starship like Han Solo by the castle mines, like Cowboy Bebop with jet and spies, like Captain Kirk on the Enterprise. We can travel far like a Dharma did in a battle star. I'm flinging haters like a catapult. You feel the heat, take it off. Like what y'all gonna do? We'll cruise up among the stars. No matter what you do, I'll get you back up off the wall. Yes, sir. Keep your windows down. Breeze hitting you didn't know, but you know now. I'm not kidding, there ain't no stopping. BSing is not an option. I just wanna see everybody rocking. I wanna see you getting higher than a rocket. Land a spacecraft with Neil and Buzz Aldrin. She in the cockpit, cruising at an altitude up there where all the stars live. Take the TARDIS back to Gallifrey, we're the guardians of the galaxy. Like Superman and Lois Lane, go to Cybertron on the Astro train. I just want to see you do your thing. If you don't know now, then you'll learn. From the earth to the moon, influenced by Jules Verne. I'm not concerned about what y'all gonna do. We'll cruise up among the stars. No matter what you do, I'll get you back up off the wall. Yes, sir.
Packing up for another trip. If you drive by my way, really there is no rush to this. We can rock night and day. Intergalactic love for this. Take me to outer space. Pick me up on that mothership so we can fly away, fly away.
I get in trouble sometimes. You make me wonder where we're flying to the sun.
Are we going somewhere?
I get in trouble sometimes. You make me wonder where we're flying to the summer. I get in trouble sometimes. You make me wonder where we're flying to the summer.
Where we going, baby?
Ooh. I get in trouble sometimes. You make me wonder where we're flying to the summer. Like
What y'all trying to do?
Number 3.
It's a special delivery. I'm the real thing, these fake just pretend to be. All that chatter cause they wanna see the end of me. Don't be acting friendly with me, keep that same energy. Real bitches fuck with me. Them at the double tree. Like, why you mad though? Get a bag, couldn't come close. Money, power, and respect, yeah, I need those. Sean down with my team just to make a toast. What the f though? What a blunt go? 5, 4, 3, 2, money don't fold. Pockets on swole, like limp nose. Rap, copy, read like Kinko's. Fell off, bounce back on those 10 toes. Made him leave his ho-ho. Pulled up to her job, she ain't want smoke. Shawty know what's up, cause his hands go. Rather be a rich than a free hoe. Type of just can get no dough. Savage get the dough, then I don't show. You play with ring, that's how I won't go. Leave your RIP shirt left with bullet holes. I got options, any money mo. Butt shot, regurgitated flows. Throwing shots like they free throws. But keep a ghost writer on their payroll. Yes, men in my camp, I don't need those. Savage Beauty 2, it's a sequel. Got looking for me through they peephole. What the f though? Where young go? Got them chewing on this like tobacco. Keep a shooter with me, and we tryna go. Fucked up, don't want no smoke. I'm the Queen Savage. See the crown. Savage Beauty 2. This the sequel.
Aye, special delivery. Special delivery. Special delivery. Nah, special delivery. I will pretend to be. Special delivery. Special delivery.
Number 2.
DC or nothing. Aight. The American bounce for me. Just for the culture. Just for the culture. DC crank, right? Yeah, this the city, boy. 3 stars, 2 bars, we super litty, boy. Hey, 202, what you gon' do? We make tell that pretty model waitress bringing bottles up. When drama poppin', ain't no watching, I'ma follow up. In DC, we rock the go-go. Rest in peace to Polo. I got powers like I'm Austin Bowers trying to steal my mojo. Fresh 990, Saviato or some hobo. I'm a E&B, great with social. Rock my homies logo. Throw your hood up, screaming rest in peace to Chuck. Make the city beat your feet, screaming rest in peace to Slush. It's this diva in my city, say she from them VA beaches. Let me touch it, squeeze and bang it, baby. I can keep a secret. Ay, this that dirty gal flow. Any, mini, mighty mo. Book a roller, burn a drone. Strike a but no saber bro. Cut strength for total control. Just in case you missed it, tell them meet me at the bar. Yeah, let's get twisted. Boy, 3 stars, 2 bars, we super litty, boy. Hey, 202, what you gon' do? We make from my hood, you can't hang. On Humo ain't fake and kill, that goofy lame. From different sections, but I swear we all the same. Welcome to the pit, you up in here, out the way. Finesse a jug, get some money, I'm like, hey. He want mug, chopper, bless him where he lay. Can't get out the way, I'm on my grind 24/7. Make these bitch they face. Welcome to the city where the women are the prettiest. Ratchet buck at home training, hit the dog, whip the grits. I stick to the G code, y'all be on some different ish. Never stick my brothers out regardless of our differences. Free the real, exterminate the rats. No Tommy Hill figure, boss off the rack. I never squeal, I put my life on that until I catch the chills. The city's on my back. Yeah, 3 stars, 2 bars, we super litty, boy. Hey, 202, what you gon' do? We make yeah, Southside, and Uptown, and Northeast, and Southwest. We make
Number 1.
When a boss wants you, hey.
She be like, other side, yeah, she down for that ride. Give a damn who riding with us. And I ain't got a thing to hide, yeah. Our time is our time when I'm in it. Hey, she know what it is. Ride around the whip, hey. Me and my new chick. When I'm with her, I forget that other bill. Hey, with it, yeah. Real deal with it. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
New whip, guess I'm on some new shit. No, she ain't my girlfriend, just a chick I'm cool with. Only let a few hit, let her blow a few chips. Took her on a few trips, kissed her on her 2 lips. Was amazing, head cheerful wit. Wish I would've knew this, she gon' make me lose it. Something more than a one night stand, less than lovers, more than friends. friend. Some people won't understand. I know she got a man, she know that I got a wife. She play her position right, she keeping her lips tight. We linking up late nights, cause I how she like. Roll up and take flights, zip if she like.
She be like, other side, yeah, she down for that ride. Give a damn who riding with us. And I ain't got a thing to hide, yeah. Our time is our time when I'm in it. Hey, she know what it is. Ride around the whip. Hey, me and my new chick. When I went to, I forget that other bill. Hey, with it, yeah. Real deal with it. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
Sitting in my living room, scrolling through my decks, thinking that I need some whip. Am I gon' f on next? Kiki got the deeper pockets, Keisha got the better sex. I just f them both together. That'll make a wet. Phone line jumping. I just got another text. Looking at it, who is this? OMG, that's just my ex. She just wanna fuss and fight her new don't f right. Hit her with that double back. I might let her spend the night. And I got a white girl, young as hell, but thick as she thinks she be running shit. She gon' make me f up. I might f your baby mom. She be with the freaky shit. Hell, I just wanna watch her. Another
She be like, other side, yeah, she down for that ride. Give a damn who riding with us. And I ain't got a thing to hide, yeah. Our time is our time when I'm in it. Hey, she know what it is. Ride around the whip. Hey, me and my new chick. When I went to, I forget that other bill. Hey, with it, yeah. Real deal with it. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
Welcome back to the Balancing Act Radio Show, hosted by AJ Throwback and Ramsey Brown. Only on WinDCRadio.com and the WinDC Radio app, powered by GoWin.media.
All right. We are back. Let's go through that top 5 of the top 10. At number 5, we had A Law with Fresh King. Number 4, Night Train 357. I think he's in the building.
Oh, he is?
You look just like him. He's rolling around with a clone. Featuring Cecily with Cosmic Cruise, of course, produced by Artemis. Gotta shout out my Fresh Fry brother right there. Number 3, we had Keanu Reed with Special Delivery. Number 2, my homie. First dude, one of the first people I ever produced for. My man Clutch the Rapper. DC Crank. And at number 1, YB the Great featuring BZ Archibald with She Know. So shout out everybody who had the hottest songs of 2019. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to see who takes the crown in 2020.
You're welcome.
Might be somebody right in this room.
Might be.
Oh, it will be.
Hey, I hear that. I love the confidence. Need that. Got to definitely make sure we shout out everybody who is chugging along with us on Facebook Live. Rashada?
Yep, that's my wife.
Yes.
Hey, Rashada, ain't love.
She was what's the word I'm looking for? She was annotating as you were saying your top 10. She was she was annotating. Like, yo, that's dope.
Yes.
That's dope. So just in case y'all missed
and yeah, she rolls hard with bandana just like I do.
Yes.
She loves it.
Speaking of artists, Rashada is an incredible artist. Like
visual artist.
Visual artist. When I met her, I was actually doing a show at Bloom Bars.
Okay.
And eventually that's where I met Bree.
Yep.
Music brought us together.
It's great. Beautiful thing. Also shout out my sis Nee of Let's Be Clear. Ladies of Let's Be Clear, her and Becky. They won last night. The fellas of Mike's Corner will be on next Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m. right here on WinDCRadio.com. If y'all missed last night's show, you can go to WinDC Radio on Facebook or on YouTube and pull up that old video. Very good show they had last night. Shout out Dispatch from South Africa. He was on the live as well. And shout out Derek Jones, Card Logic. Make sure y'all tune in to him. He has another broadcast that he has every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Periscope. Comes on at 7 in the morning, and then the main Card Logic comes on at 8 every Wednesday. So make sure y'all check him out. And shout out to everybody who's just been showing us love looks like only Facebook Live, because, for whatever reason. Yeah, YouTube just did not want to participate today. So, appreciate all the troopers today. So, she said, hey, baby. Yes, indeed. So, decades.
I'm gonna let somebody else start it. Let somebody else start it. From
Age before beauty.
Fine. Fine.
You set it off last time, man. I don't want to hit.
Okay, I'll set it off again then. All right.
Set it off from there.
So just making sure I had them all in order, and I do. I'll just, All right, so starting from 2009. 2009 was a tie for me. So my best one from 2009, like I said, tie between Salvation by Sky Zoo. That's when I first heard of this cat, and just like, yo, okay, this dude is nice. And plus having Ninth Wonder produce a good amount of your album definitely helps also.
Yes indeed.
And also another group, out of LA, People Under the Stairs. These cats have been my favorite group like since they dropped.
Yeah.
And their album, they dropped an album called Carried Away in 2009, and it was just an amazing album.
Yeah.
It's just dope. It's just more of them, just talking about, just partying, getting high, hip hop, digging in crates. That's right up my alley, except for the getting high part. But yeah,
I'm high off life. Huh?
But
I'm high off the Lord.
But yeah, they're
Coach James Brown.
The production as always is ridiculous. That's one is just he just needs to be mentioned more as a producer. Yeah, it's just dope. It's very dope. I recommend anybody. Matter of fact, I got I have a mix on my SoundCloud page that is of People Under the Stairs, People Under the Stairs mix. Pretty much an intro for cats who've never heard of them, but it's a very massive list. It's massive mix. It's like over 2 hours long, but it's dope.
Okay.
It's just straight underground hip hop.
Yeah.
And it's just dope. All right, not to deviate
It's
from the
all
list.
good.
That's 2009. 2010, Crit was here.
Yeah.
Big Crit.
That was a great album.
Now, I mean, as much as I loved My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, when I first heard Country-ish, but that's what did it for me. It's like, yo, this is the South is like, it's got once again the stranglehold, like this dude right here is just doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my 2010. 2011, one of my favorite MCs dropped a solo album. Charity Starts at Home. Fonte. Man, dude, freaking brought it. Y'all already know.
Yeah.
So that's my 2011. 2012, one of my non-hip hop albums, but did have a couple of hip hop artists on the label. Brother by the name of Robert Glasper.
Holy smokes!
I've seen this dude 3 times live, and man, definitely another one of my favorite artists.
We bumped into him at the City Winery.
Yeah.
Because he was here for the Kennedy Center for Yasin Bey.
Yeah.
We were doing a joint together.
Formerly known as Mos Def.
Yeah.
Right.
But
we're gonna speak the name we want.
Yeah. Yasin Bey.
Yasin Bey.
But yeah, his album Black Radio, 2012. That was my album of the year.
I'm gonna redo my list.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna redo my list. I'm just frustrated at myself.
Commit.
2013, another dude that really needs more recognition as far as his contributions to the world of hip hop. Definitely independent hip hop. Brother by the name of Jay Zone. He's out of Queens, New York. Came out with like a gang of dope projects between like 2000 or 1999 to 2005. Then retired from rap.
Oh, this is the guy you were telling me
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Then retired for a while because it just wasn't panning out for him. Tried to do the whole regular day job, blue collar thing. And do like certain jobs here and there, and then took up drumming also in his spare time, and then got out of retirement, came out with this dope album in 2013 called Peter Pan Syndrome, and it's just pretty much talking about his life, pretty much talking about what happened between the time he retired and then when he released his album. And it is an amazing album. Definitely something you need to hear. It's definitely some hip hop, definitely a hip hop for adults type thing. That, you know, like this is like some real reality type, you know, hip hop. You know, it ain't all, you know, partying, getting money, blah blah blah. You know, you know, it's like I'm taking care of my grandma type, you know, deal. You know,
like that new Priest joint.
Yeah, you know, or you know, like what's up with all these gentrifiers and stuff like that. It is a solid, dope album. That's my 2013. 2014. We talked about them before. Freddie Gibbs and Madlib, Pinata. That's needs no. We already need not elaborate. Right. 2015. What do I have? Oh yes. An album that I call this generation's death certificate. To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar.
I'm just gonna take it off my list because you already mentioned it, so I ain't gonna.
Oh my goodness,
my man! That album was
my
so
goodness,
man.
You see,
Yo.
yes.
Yeah. Just how you?
I got something to say when I heard
how you gonna like? Hey, George Clinton, come and do record.
Yeah,
right.
Right. And it's like I said, it just took Death Certificate, and it was just like a whole nother. It was, as far as I was concerned, like the son of Death Certificate. It was just so freaking amazing. Yeah, another amazing album. 2015. For 2016, it's it kind of hit me. I was glad when they released it, and to hear this brother's voice on the album, this is a group. We got it from here. Thank you for your service. A Tribe Called Quest.
Wow. I didn't put it on my list.
I like.
I forgot about that joint. That joint was so hot.
Like it just hit me when I heard Fike's voice on the album, and when I saw them on Saturday Night Live, and they did We the People, and then they did that. Like that tribute to him, and they put that banner down. I was in tears. Yeah, man, it was a solid album. Wasn't that best album, but it was still dope enough to be on my list. Yeah. 2017, another album, a non-hip hop album. This brother, an amazing bassist and ill musician. Brother goes by the name of Thundercat.
Whoa, yeah.
His album Drunk. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, the whole Brain Feeder crew, Flying Lotus. Yeah. Oh man,
Flying Lotus is something
ridiculous.
Didn't they drop something out
He dropped something this year.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I meant to give an honorable mention to that too, for 2019. But yeah, Thundercat, Drunk, another amazing, dope album. 2018, once again, Fonte. No News is Good News.
Yeah, that was a great album. That was a great album.
Yo, once again, another adult hip hop album. When you're actually rhyming about your health, dude said, yo, the line he said in Expensive Jeans, that was my favorite song on the album.
Mine too.
Talking about many days in a week, eat a steak, every plate is a feast. Watch your weight, no mistakes in the least, or else you too could dig a grave with your teeth. Like, talking about our biggest fears used to be shots and armed robbery. Now our biggest fears is clots and oncology. Like, what?
Yep. Man, that's like next level.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what we need to hear more of. I'm like,
yeah. He was rapping on
he
that.
Was rapping on that. Rappity raps. And once again, as I mentioned, 2019 Bandana.
Right.
So that's my list.
That's a nice list.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
right. Once again.
I adjusted my list like twice.
Yeah, I just
while you were doing your list.
Why'd you go first? All right. So what would you say?
I don't even come in to get paid.
Come on, man.
I don't. You got me. Hands up.
I'll go on to mine. So I didn't break mine down by the year because I got more albums in certain years. So I just did a true 10 from 1, and they are in order.
Okay.
I did rank them. This is my opinion.
Word.
First, I got my honorable mentions real quick.
Okay.
So I got 2. My personal favorite Night Train 357 album, Electric Hot Sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did that come out in 2000?
2012.
2012, yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
I was recording for it in 2008, so that's why.
Okay.
So that's an honorable mention right there. And then also Grace. Grace is my honorable mention.
Look, I'm not mad at that whatsoever.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. Whoever, if you don't love your music,
Right.
I'm here for it.
I didn't put none of my stuff on mine.
So those are my honorable mentions. All right, number 10, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yes.
I mean, the project is amazing. You already
Yes.
spoke on it. Number 9, We Got It From Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Once again, you already spoke on it. Number 8, this wasn't on your list at all. Victory Lap. Nipsey
Oh,
Hussle.
yes.
That was such a good album.
Yeah.
It was such a great album.
Yeah.
Great album.
Yeah.
Great
It
album.
was such a
When
great
I heard
album.
it, I was like,
It was one of the albums,
yeah.
like, when I was talking about before, like, the Griselda album, like, nostalgic.
It was a record that it was like, have I heard
It
this?
took me
But,
back.
yeah.
Like, it took me back to, like, yeah, and it made me, like, want to punch somebody in the face.
Because when you're evoking violence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, and so, Victory Lap. Then at number 7, I have Bandana, which was spoke on. But number 6, here's another one that wasn't spoke on. Number 6, Layers by Royce the 5'9".
Oh,
That's on my
see?
list. That's
Okay.
on my list.
I love that project.
That was a good
Yeah.
project.
I love
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
project.
That was-
You know, it's like a movie.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
You know?
Lincoln.
Yeah.
I can't. My son got a basketball
Number
game,
5.
So he ain't even started.
Number 5, another Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City.
Yes. Yes.
You know?
Okay.
He
Okay.
came when he came in hard.
Okay.
Let everybody
Yeah.
know he was here.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I honestly liked Section 80 better, but yeah,
lot
that's a
of people
dope
do.
album.
A lot of people do. Yeah.
My number 4, and this is the only R&B representation on my list, but my number 4 album was Lemonade by Beyonce.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
I thought that
I'm
it
not
was,
mad at that.
I thought
Yeah,
it
that's
was
dope.
really vulnerable. It really let everybody into their business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in her
If it
own
wasn't
way.
for Lemonade, we wouldn't have got 444.
Well, that's my number.
Yeah.
That's my number 3. Jay's
right
response.
Yes.
Good segue.
Good segue.
Yeah.
Jay's response.
It was so
and
grown.
Jay's
Yeah.
my personal favorite.
Mine
You
too.
know,
So grown.
so 444 is there for me.
Yes.
Number 2. Now, this wasn't number 2 until I saw AJ he put a poll question up, and he was asking people what their top albums was. And a gentleman, I don't know who he was, but he replied, and you posted his reply
Oh yeah.
on there.
Shout out Go Hard Mike Lee. Was on the show last week.
Because certain people, for certain reasons, a lot of times they got pushed to the back of my brain. You know, because of some
It's
buffoonery.
overwhelming. It's 10 years.
Well, because of some buffoonery and stuff like that, but I can't sleep on this man's genius.
Oh no.
So at number 2 is My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kanye
hey,
West.
that was a dope album.
It is
It
an
was-
incredible
Yes.
album.
It was where he peaked.
Very dope album.
It's an
Right. It was what he
yes.
was.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
Agreed.
I was
Agreed.
thrown away. It was the only reason he wasn't
Yeah.
mentioned is because of all his recent.
Well, but
Yeah,
that's that's what made me go. I said, you know what?
Look at
In
that.
my opinion, I can't take what I feel is one of the best albums of the decade
Yeah.
and go because I ain't messing with dude right now.
Fool.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, so I put it
Everyone
in there.
get one.
And then,
Right.
and then, and then my number one album of the decade is Damn.
Okay.
Kendrick
That's
Lamar.
right. That's right.
Wow.
So he's on
Okay.
my list.
You did
He's on
put
my
it
list
three
three
times.
times.
Three times.
You know what's crazy? I did not care for Damn.
What?
I did not care for Damn.
What?
You know you can listen to it backwards and it's still like tells the story.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I listened to
It's
it.
incredible.
I remember I went when it first came out. I was on my way to like Busch Gardens or something like that. I listened to it 3 times in a row on my way there. because I was like, I'm gonna miss something.
And then the skits.
Yeah, I didn't.
And then
know
like
it.
the samples where he sampled the news people talking about him.
Yeah.
Put in that joint.
Yeah.
The skit where the old lady, and I'm into it, and at the end she kills. Like, come on, man.
I mean, that's just me. I'm not
say
hating. It's like if someone put a gun to my head and said, "Listen to Damn," I'd say, "Well, sure." But it wasn't. It just, it didn't. I think To Pimp a Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly is just
But that's cool.
Let's see your list.
Okay, so my list.
It wasn't
Yes.
me.
So here's my honorable mentions first. We'll go through them. I'm gonna speed through them. Okay, Mona Lisa, Joel Ortiz,
Dope.
Iceberg,
Yeah.
Iceberg Odyssey.
Yes.
Anderson
Yes.
Paak, Malibu.
Yes.
Dr. Dre, Compton. AWOL Nation. That's a rock album with some personal things for me. Black Thought, Stream of Thought Volume 1.
Yeah.
And thank you for your service to Travel Call Quest.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm definitely going to get the audio with it so I can listen to all your myself. These are things that resonated to me because like I am big on lyrics and bars and da-da-da-da. So there's a lot of overlapping artists that said things that really resonated to me. Red MF, Blackout 2. This is not in order. Red MF, Blackout 2. Apollo Kids, Ghostface Killer.
Yeah.
Adrian Young and Ali Shaheed Muhammad, The Midnight Hour. That's a jazz album.
Yes.
Jazz hip hop.
Yes.
Prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one?
The first one.
Okay.
The first one. Yeah. Royce the 5'9" and DJ Premier dropped a jewel. Of course, To Pimp a Butterfly, even though I'm gonna mention it. Bad Meets Evil.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Bad Meets Evil. So Bad Meets Evil is one of those albums when I listen to it, it's when I'm under deadline at work. And I know I got an hour to get this done, and I'm sitting there like, yo, people like, yo, you blasting music. It's Bad Meets Evil.
Right.
Pharoah Monch, PTSD.
Yes.
Eminem, Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Royce the 5'9", Layers.
Yeah.
And rest in peace to Michael Jackson, Escape.
Okay.
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 Like the thing about
Yes.
MJ's album is when I heard it, I did shed a tear because he's one of my biggest influences.
Yeah.
And when you listen to the album, like Timberland produced it, and when you listen to the album, it's like, how did they turn his okay tracks? Like when you listen to the original song, you're like, okay, I can understand why this was cut. You can almost tell what era he did it, whether it was during Bad or Dangerous or Off the Wall. You can hear it, and then how it all comes together. And you're just sitting there like, I don't want to see hologram. I want to see Michael. Like, how did your throwaway tracks were making hits? Your throwaway. Most people can't say that. Most people got their 1-2 hits.
Right.
You got you just your throwaway joint, and you making hits. Like I cannot stop. It's a travel album. It's one of the things you gotta listen to. I'm on my way. I have to listen to it from beginning to end. Period. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my list.
Word.
All right, so I got like it's a 10, but basically I have people who I just want to just talk about who set the tone for the decade.
All right.
Okay.
So like before the decade, we have T-Pain.
Yes.
Right. I'm just talking about his body of work.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of set the tone for what what music was moving melodically. Facts, right? So then you have Jay-Z. Jay-Z's on my list, by the way. 444. He's on my list. But Jay-Z was the one who came out with the Death of Auto Tune, who was kind of trying to shut that down.
Right.
And then Kanye West, who actually came with Twisted, 808 Heartbreaks, and My Twisted Dark Fantasy, which started to creep into more auto tune using, which inspired Drake. I'm not even they're not even part of my list, but just the journey leading up into what we move into.
Right.
So that's what it that's
Which we
that's
don't really talk about a lot. We don't talk about that process.
Exactly.
Right. How did we get here?
Like,
This is how we got here.
That's how we got here. T-Pain, Jay-Z,
We're waiting for the DMV, the CNN documentary to talk about the decade.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right.
And it's no order, but again, I like women in my ear. So the vocal Bible. Anybody know who the vocal Bible is?
No.
R&B cats know who the vocal Bible is. That's Brandy. So she came out with
We gotta share lists, man. I gotta listen to everybody's
Wildest
track,
Dream,
man.
2012. She was tackling some personal stuff, and the production is just crazy on that one. Anderson Paak Malibu, that joint goes. That joint bangs all day. Gotta give it up to Miguel, Kaleidoscope Dream. How many drinks adorn You wasn't winning when that came out.
True.
Too bad for you.
I wasn't winning. I was perpetually losing.
X, Chris Brown X.
Okay.
That inspired me. That's
I watched
he had
that.
New Flame. Rick Ross was on that one. Loyal, Fine China. You know all of that. Yeah, that joint.
That's my favorite Chris Brown song.
That
ever.
joint crazy.
Oh my
Definitely,
god.
I'm hitting them MJ vibes. Off
Yeah,
that joint.
yeah. Oh man.
Who we got? J Cole and J Cole, Born Sinner.
Yes.
That joint.
Oh, I forgot all about
that's
that.
a good
That
one.
joint. You can play that joint straight through.
Yeah.
Physical ones that were just
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Mhm.
Forest Hill Drive was right there for
Right,
me.
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick, I got Kendrick twice. I got him for Bam and To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
He's on
That
there
was a
twice.
damn again. That didn't hit me. It did not hit me. It just did not get me.
Damn.
And
Right.
last but not least, DMV's own Odyssey, The Good Fight.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That joint, I used to play that joint. That
DMV
joint,
or
I had that joint as a ringtone, like as a wake up, first choice. you
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
It does have something to do with NuChoyce. So
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
that's what he's
Yeah.
talking about. You know,
Yeah.
always go with your first choice. That joint, that just stuck with me hard. So yeah, that's my list, man.
Nice.
Great.
If I keep on
You
going,
making me think about that. What's the joint that he did? March on Washington with XOYU and Odyssey. That joint was
Yes.
ridiculous.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
the
Yeah.
10 will turn to 50 messing with me. That's why
You know.
I can't
buddy.
do it, man. It's 10 years.
Yeah.
That's
10
a
ain't
lot.
enough.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a
10
lot.
enough
You
for
gotta
10
go
years,
with your
man.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Surprisingly, it was very easy for me.
Oh,
It was very
hey.
easy. Because it's like I remember each of these albums. It's like nostalgia and like it's something connected to each album, right?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why it's easy
Yeah.
for me to pick.
Same.
But I went year by year. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I put them in order. So honorable mention, Solange.
Ooh.
Yes.
Woo. Yes.
Yes.
Woo.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Off the bat.
when we were talking about ties between years, that was the tie for 2016.
Yeah.
Like it was between that and what ended up being number 10, which is Anderson .Paak, Malibu.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's my number 10.
Yes.
Number 9, mentioned earlier, Ari Lennox, Shea Butter Baby.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole, Born Sinner.
Yes.
Number 8. Here's one that nobody has mentioned, and this was a highly, highly slept on album. I think because maybe people don't recognize her vocals in the same way, but she's actually heavily influenced by somebody on your list, and that is Tiana Taylor, 7.
Oh yeah, Tiana.
Her 7 album is probably the most.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. No,
Okay.
actually,
That's probably why
that's when I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Now I gotta go. I'll go check
Yeah.
it out.
She and
check it
Beyond
out.
actually sing.
I got homework.
Yeah. Like,
I don't
it's-
like
it's
coming
a-
to a radio show and get homework. I didn't come here to learn.
I get
Let me
homework
tell
every
you.
week.
Let me tell you.
Trust me, I get home dealing with this brother here. That's why I said I can't keep up because since I've been, especially since he officially made me the co-host, I've been trying to get stuff in order. I got a triple life. I got a triple life, and I'm trying to catch up with him. It's stupid hard.
We learn.
Because this guy right here,
We
I'm
learn
trying to
from
tell
each
you,
other, man. Like,
I'm much love to my brother.
Iron sharp as iron.
I'm trying to tell you.
yeah. But Tiana Taylor, my wife put me onto that album. What's crazy is, little known fact, on SoundCloud, if you go to my SoundCloud, AJ Throwback, I actually produced a song or did a remix to Google Me. I personally feel like mine was better, and like 6,000 people agree.
It is. That's right. Flex on
Oh
it.
yeah,
Flex on it. Flex on it. That's right.
like little mid flex. You know, but
Bard.
Yes.
But my wife put me onto the 7 album, and when I heard it, I was like, "Yo, this is the same shit that sang Google Me." Like, she like leveled up, like way up, and so many people slept on that album. It's such a great album. Like that's one of them joints you can play front to back. It's such a vibe to that album.
Right.
Such a vibe to that album.
Okay.
Number 6, Beyonce. 4.
Okay.
4 is my favorite
That's
Beyonce
fine.
album.
Okay.
That's my
That's
favorite
my
one.
wife's
Like I
favorite.
felt like it's funny because my brother-in-law, when he first described the album before, like we got a chance to hear it, he described it as a 1994 LaFace album.
Oh. Okay.
And it actually sounds like a 1994 LaFace album.
I never thought
updated.
about it in that perspective.
Yeah.
That perspective. Okay.
Like if you think of Love on Top, that sounds
That's-
like something Tony Braxton
yes,
would have
that's
probably
true.
sang
That's
over.
real.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that joint was fire.
Yeah. That's
So-
my favorite one of hers.
Even more so than Lemonade.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't heard Lemonade. I've
Okay.
never heard Lemonade.
Well, then you need to. If you're gonna check out Lemonade,
there
then
you go.
you need to check out, see the video.
Right, and that's one
While
of the
you're
reasons-
listening to it.
Right, that's one of the reasons I hadn't listened because I wanted to see the visual.
Yeah.
While listening
Yeah,
to it. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
okay.
but maybe that could have ended up on my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 5, Jay-Z, 444.
Ooh, okay.
Because I feel like that's the only Jay-Z album from this decade that should have made the list.
Yes. Yeah.
No one shouting out Watch the Throne. Did American Gangster come out?
No.
That would have been in my list.
That would have
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, 444. Like I just felt like it was a grown man album.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? His
Yes.
most. You know, it's funny because they'll say Jay-Z. Some people they don't really listen to Jay-Z. They'll say he doesn't dig. He's not vulnerable.
Right.
Like he's plenty of vulnerable before that. But he was even more vulnerable on 444, and that's what I appreciated about it. Number 4, Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap.
Okay.
I mean, like just building up to the release of that album. Like I went literally through his entire catalog.
So did I.
Yeah.
I went and got all the stuff I had never listened to.
Yeah.
It was so hard. Like
Yeah.
it made you like hold that strong R like you're in Cali. Like it made me pull out khakis, put some chucks on.
Nipsey just had rest in peace, Nipsey.
Yes, rest in peace.
Yes.
That was this year.
Right. That was this year.
year.
That was this year.
That's how exhausting we are in this world. Nipsey just.
That project was so hard. Yeah, and it definitely made me go back and listen to the rest of his catalog.
Like if you want to
I
honor
was
Nipsey,
like, man, I was missing out.
Yeah.
If you want to honor Nipsey Hussle, ladies and gentlemen, do like he did. Try to promote healthy eating.
Yes.
Don't fight over Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah, please.
That also happened this year.
No stabbings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to. They can keep it.
Yeah. No. I go to Roman Roosters. Shout out to Roman Roosters.
Roman Roosters. Yes.
That's
the spot.
Spartanburg Road. I told you about that. Yeah.
Oh, I did. You know what? I was in Boogie and somebody told me.
Okay.
Yeah. They were saying like, "Oh, they said chicken sandwich way better than Popeyes." I was like,
True.
"Really?"
Have you seen him on Instagram? Have you seen him on the gram? I'm gonna forward you the gram.
Yes, please do.
Yeah,
Please do.
yes.
Please do.
Bananas. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go there before
Yes.
I go back to my regular eating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do it before New Year's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 3, Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
It's already like my top 3. Like y'all have already talked about. Number 2, and let me say this about my number 2, cause it actually was number 1 at first, but then, and I'm gonna explain my number 1 when I get to it. But Kendrick Lamar again, To Pimp a Butterfly. I won't say I got into it, but I was discussing this with my man Go Hard Mike Lee. We were messaging each other on Instagram, and he was like, "Man, that album was weak as bro." He's like the production, the instrumentation was great, but the cadence, something else he said. He was like, gave it a thumbs down. I was like, bro, that album when it first came out, I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard it, I wasn't in love with it either. But I heard bits and pieces of it. I didn't hear it all together. That's an album you have to hear all together.
That's the difference.
Makes sense.
That's the difference between songs and ringtones and albums.
Right. No.
An album is
absolutely.
a journey, and it's hard to make an
album.
You make a hit song.
Right.
You make a mixtape.
Right. Like separate songs.
But you make a journey.
Right.
I should feel some kind of way when the song, when the
When the album's over.
Yeah.
Not just the 2-3
And I
songs.
shared that same. When first time I heard the Pimp a Butterfly, I didn't get it. I was like, I like the All Right joint. And then like my folks was like, that album was so crazy. I was like, let me sit down with this and really, listen to it. And I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Because at first it sounded weird to me, and I don't do weird.
Once again, Rone does not do weird rap.
No weird rap. So typical man. That album, like that was an album that got me through 2015. Like that got me through that.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
But my number one. There we go with these drum rolls. Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Word.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna explain why. At that time, for me, I was really starting to come into my own as an artist. And that album really inspired me to take it up a notch because the production on that album is the last great Kanye produced album of his catalog. That's the last great. You have not had one even close since. Even his bars on that joint, he went in. The features, come on.
Shout out to early Nicki Minaj. Remember when you listened to Nicki and were like, yo, she's the next. She the next.
Exactly. Like that.
I'm beefing with Nicki. You know I'm beefing with Nicki.
I know you are.
Yeah, that Megatron joint. Yeah, a little rap battle with that Megatron joint. Got a couple likes online.
You know the barbs after you, man. Yeah. They come quick. They come quick, man. But yeah, like I mean, the features on that album. You said it, Nicki. Like my favorite Nicki verse ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
Ever.
Agreed.
You got to say it again.
Yeah.
So Appalled. Can we talk about So Appalled and how there was not a bad verse on that song?
Not at all.
Yeah. And Sci-Hi coming in.
Sci-Hi.
Man.
Another shout out. Another honorable
music,
mention.
man.
Yeah, No Dope on Sundays.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Dope project.
Dope project.
Yeah, he keeps teasing like, y'all ready for this new music?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, at least he's not Jay Electronica.
Yeah. I'm still waiting. I'm still faithful.
Everybody's still waiting.
I'm still of the faithful.
I know. I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
Man.
Salivating on.
Exactly.
So that's my top 10.
Very good. Very good.
Very good to everybody. Like man, I appreciate y'all. Like y'all thought about these lists.
Well, the problem was not thinking about it too hard.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you just go down a rabbit hole. Even as we're talking, I'm like, man, Sean Priest didn't make much of it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mike Tyson.
yeah.
See, that almost made my list.
It was
list.
It was like I said. I was like, I gotta have because I'm on Price. I'm with the whole boot. I'm on all that. So the whole thing was.
Your website is trash. Your PayPal is trash.
What? So I was like,
Drew with big letters.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to stick a whole bunch. I'm like, hey, that's not a nice filtered list. Just having 4 or 5 artists.
Yeah. You should still do it though.
Yeah, but I mean, me being the co-host, I don't want to.
But you know what it does though? It educates. So I was over here taking notes.
Yeah.
If people say something, I ain't know. I'll smile and nod. So, but I'm sitting there like, put it on my list. I got some stuff to go back and listen to and check out. You know, so.
It's just a reminder again, even in this room, that the music that we like. There's a lot of people our generation and older, and I fuss with this. I went to go see Cecily at Blues Alley, which is a very famous venue. And you got I call them the gray hairs. They're not quite boomer, but they up there. And old man go, yeah, that's how they do it back in the day. They don't do it like that no more. It's like literally the girl is like in her late 20s.
Right.
She's doing it right now.
Right. Yeah. Okay, boomer.
Right. Yeah. And I'm just like, yo, just chill, man. Yo, it's a lot of great stuff, and it's a fresh reminder. Yeah, I'm gonna be digging. I'm gonna be digging.
Yep. But Gail definitely was on mine.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I don't want to seem like I had the same artist. Like I said, I mentioned to you, which I don't know about Great and Square, had 2 albums.
Yeah.
So I was like,
do it. It's what hits you, man. It's what hits you.
Also, what I like is the fact that because we're all artists, but we actually do listen to the music. You get some people in the interviews, I don't listen to nobody.
Oh, no, that's most.
That's
a DMV.
Like, what are you doing?
Right. Exactly.
They be like, I don't listen to nobody but myself.
That's the
I can't get in the zone if I don't get influences. If I don't get energy from other people. If you're stuck in a silo, then your music gonna sound like you're gonna be in a silo listening to your joint for 2 years. You don't know what else is going on in the world. And then the world passes you
Also,
by.
it's good to know what the current is, so you can choose another wave.
Right. Which will still be your own.
Still your own. Right.
Still your,
But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So we almost out of time.
Oh man.
6 minutes. Yeah.
We got an hour extension. It still ain't enough time.
Right.
Do you have enough time for bars?
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play my last 2 songs back to back, so I can squeeze bars in there. Well, that's just it. We don't have time for the live bars, unfortunately. Or unless if you want to do the live bars versus playing bars forever. What you want to do?
I just want to spit.
You want to
got something specific for you guys. I wouldn't even play that joint, the Bars Forever. I wouldn't even play that because what we have, you can listen to Bars Forever again. What we about to do, you ain't gonna hear no one.
Okay.
See, go.
Okay. All right. All right. So which beat y'all want first?
Okay. Yeah, we don't have time to.
Yeah.
Get bored up. So
all right.
We're gonna do the
DC joint. The DC joint first.
DC joint first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Pull that up. And fade back out. And
yeah. Okay. I got a little something for this.
Okay.
You know, and this is kind of like my shout out to DMV. I probably didn't get everybody on this list, but you know, one thing you learn about DMV is you got a lot of rappers on this joint, and you know, a lot of rappers MCs. But none of you learn that none of their words, their names rhyme. Yo, R.I.P. to R.A.P. Thus it comes from the mouth of a real MC. Real MC? Wait a minute, brother. Yeah, that's me. I'm about to keep it in the pocket like a PSP. Nowadays, they up on stage and they preach about the feelings and they catch your attitude as if you don't really feel them. You think you're gonna lock in the basement. Your friends gas you up, Hindenburg, crash and burn for a reason. Set your sights higher. You're thinking things will work out. You thought the flow was fire, so why you suffering from burnout? It doesn't matter the turnout. I turn out to be eternal with more lyrics than Dante's Inferno. Burn your epidermal, coin flip partially. A mixture of Harvey Dent with the sense of Marcus Garvey. The game is on in my hunting party. Trophy heads up on the mantle, hunting rappers like I'm on safari. Mister, sorry I didn't bring no sardies. Saving up to buy the franchise, take it over like King Archie. Shout out to Arby. Eyes open wide, I shut him down, smoking like the DC Metro line. DMV, anytime, history here, many rhyme from Uptown, we exo. Head rockin', never ask why. You never took a ride with Jay Sayonara, Ethan Spalding. I clearly don't see the logic, coming with more odd mojo than Enoch 7 Prophet. Roddy MCs, meaning the city has prowess. Flexing like Matthews, that's what's up. Y2, see me nonchalantly reppin' go rockin' Wale. Re-rock the party, my impulse to roll up the pinky killer corn. Make you want to say, hold up, my subliminal thought of this is no way of stopping this. Take you on an odyssey with RNL and Artemis. ADST, Care Browns, and IDKs. Inspire Kingpin, Slims, and YBN core days. Asher Ruse, Sweezos, and my Fleetwood, DeVille, Mary, and Barry Swagger with Tim Hicks behind the wheel. Jamel, Mr. City, Phil, Mighty Maryland Music. Kenilworth, Katrina with more pranks than Crank Lucas. I'm on my DJ cool when the city won't fold. Go to church or preach no man, cause I can't lose a soul. Don't act foolish. You mumble around me, yo, you get slapped stupid. Can't see me, I'm translucent. My whole flow's attack unit. Special forces for a rap music's and master with more balance than a fat Buddha. Know that. More bars than AJ Throwback. Come to DC, don't bark up the wrong tree, Kojak. This ain't manga country. Take your ass and go back. This is more Eternia. She-Ra versus Hordak or Skeletor. MMA sparring like the Bellator. I can buy my Megazord, waiting for competitors. Chilling like that cat in an internet meme. Sitting at the dinner table, Taylor Armstrong is yelling for similes and metaphors. More for the better or genius bars. Like I was working at the Apple store. Burn MCs that are more pop than kettle corn. The man in the mirror is the one I never settle for.
Yeah! Put the fire out. Put the fire out. Put it
You got something?
Yo, you sound just like him.
I love that sound bite, man.
All right, you ready for it?
Is those right in there?
The 16, 2 16s on there.
It's your boy Rone. Well, y'all don't know me, but you about to meet me. Yeah. Say again, my mind took a little break, brain went out to lunch. It had itself a mental stake, this blank stare. No dear, I'm not a mental case, I'm lost in my thoughts, and I'm feeling kinda out of place. Out of body moment, can anybody hold me? Preferably a woman, not trying to ask the homies. Dancing in the shadows, just call me Rone Shinobi. My mental needs a mentor, a Obi-Wan Kenobi. Holy guacamole, need alcohol and hoagies to hold me over so I can focus on the whole me. Or maybe fried bologna, I don't know, I just be zoning. The darkness be controlling my heart. Oh look, a dog, a lab. I got off subject again, so sad. I meant to say my pen, my pad, my lyrics is rad. I messed up that time, oh well, my bad, like who wrong? I'm part man and part horse. I flip words parkour. I hit hard like hands in door jams when you slam the car door. The truth is, I don't know y'all either. The facts are, my style's just a little bit meaner. The proof is, my flow's sicker than a ruthless leader. R.I.P. Eazy-E. Y'all ain't get it? Well, forget it. I'm killing this chick, backstabber, and then say OJ did it. God forgive me, just let me flex. Call me the dog-faced gremlin. Get a beat of suplex. Chilling in the Steiner recliner with the radio's necked and cracked. And I ask who's next. Y'all might catch it on the replay. Like what he say? I do this for kicks. East Bay, Maryland, where this beef stay. And I heard that your chick, she love my beefsteak. Hey, yeah, said I'm clowning right now. But the flow runneth over, so y'all drowning right now. They like, Rone, you a monster. No, I'm Coolio. On a fantastic voyage when I'm vibing in the studio. Used to be a time when I was slightly out my mind. And if you cross me, you could catch a fade just like Julio. Dirty verbs and lots of spoken words. AJ, I guess it's Freestyle Wednesday, huh? Rone and Train, we at it again. Rock and Roll Hotel, you must attend. Rate our show 1 through 9, we bustin' a 10. So come at me for tickets to slide in my DM. You got Rone and Train, Nature Boy and Ethan, and Sweezo capping off the evening. Rone.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, bring it back to the beginning. Bring it back to the beginning.
Choice.
Nah.
Okay, you gonna talk to ladies real quick? Okay.
Alright, let's see. Look, like the draft, you my number one pick. And girl, I wanna taste your lips. And baby, put me in the mix. And baby, kinda take a dip. In your river, I deliver something new. Just relax and kick off your shoes. Said you can dance, baby, let me see your moves. I'm a fan, baby, teach me what you do. Girl, get comfortable, let me pull this glass of wine. So you can loosen up and wine. Slow wine, I hope you don't mind. When I creep up from behind. Girl, just take your time, I ain't in no rush. I'm not doing too much. Yeah, I'm just loving your touch. I can't get enough. So we can just chill, yeah. So we can just chill, yeah. I think I got a new song, yeah. So we can just chill, yeah. Northwest, what up? Southwest,
what up?
Northeast,
what up?
Southeast,
what up?
PG,
what up?
LA,
what up?
Palmer Park,
what up?
College Park,
what up?
Benny Road,
what up?
Montana,
what up?
Saratoga,
what up?
Night Train,
what up?
Big Rome,
what up?
AJ,
what up?
My man Brown,
what up?
DJ Cheese,
what up?
Yeah.
What up?
Ready to end like that, man.
Yeah, man.
I didn't like because of the time, you know. Like,
This is great, man. This is great. Y'all helped to make this year-end, decade-end show like one for the books, man. I couldn't think of a better group of fellas to close this year or this decade out. So I appreciate it. My man, NuChoyce, Night Train 357, Rone, DJ Teige, of course, my co-host Ramsey Brown.
Absolutely. Hey, we gotta do this. We gotta do Ball and Roll sneak tip.
Yes.
And just do a cypher.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Look at the ideas coming together on the show. Y'all, look, expect to start seeing ciphers.
Hey,
we ain't just doing interviews no more. Ciphers.
Get your bars up.
Get your bars up. Get them all the way up.
Whole
Get your
decade.
bars.
You got a whole set of new 10. You got brand new downs.
That's right.
Whole set.
And I ain't even spit yet, so yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You want Teige on the mic? Oh yeah, he gonna be on the mic for the next joint.
Yeah.
Next on Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Y'all better be ready. Y'all better be ready.
Yep.
Nothing but animals over here.
21st.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Right. So appreciate everybody for tuning in today. We will be back January 8th. Yes, we are off. 1, 2, 3 weeks. We need the break.
Done. Get that recharge, man.
Yes.
That's right. Don't have to worry about all those tags because I know I be tagging people like crazy. Some people be untagging themselves. I don't know who it is. There's always one person like, don't tag me. Like, all right. But we appreciate everybody. Yes, definitely. We appreciate everybody who tuned in today. Like I said, we will be back January 8th. You all have a wonderful wonderful Christmas holiday. Happy Kwanzaa.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Yes.
Haquanimus.
I'll just play a whole roll.
Oh yes. That's right. That's
Happy
right.
Haquanimus.
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 That's right.
Yule solstice. What else?
It was all
All of it.
There's a vowel in there for it somewhere. Haquanimus.
Haquanimus. Yes. Happy Haquanimus, everybody. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close the show out with our defending artist of the month. That is none other than Ramsey Haynes with her brand new single. Just came out Monday. Make sure y'all support her. It's Wrong Loving You. And we will see y'all in the new year. Y'all be safe. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. On the official Hump Day Motivation, DMV. Beyond.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Bars.
Amen.
Bars.
Word.
No, it's wrong for us to be together. But I've been waiting a long time just to be with you. It feels like forever. I'm getting kinda nervous, feel like a bad person. Don't wanna lose my focus. I'm going kinda crazy. Are you my friend or my baby? Feeling kinda guilty. Oh, nobody gotta know. We can keep this on the low. Nobody in our business can mess up this image. I don't even understand how I even got this mess. You aren't the best decision I made. It's wrong, loving you, touching you, feeling you, and you're not my boo. Oh, it's wrong, kissing you, holding you, being with you, and you're not my boo. Oh, are you worth it? Tell me, are you worth it? You're not doing any good, making this more than it should. I don't even know if I really want this. Don't wanna hurt you, please don't add me to the list. Nobody gotta know, we can keep this on the low. Nobody in our business can mess up this image. I don't even understand how I even got this mess. You aren't the best decision I made. It's wrong, loving you, touching you, feeling you, and you're not my boo. Oh, it's wrong, kissing you, holding you, being with you, and you're not my boo. Oh. It's wrong, loving Bars.
That's it.
I did it. Mommy did it? Yeah. Oh. Want to do bars?